we're actually live?
We live, man, today. I almost forgot, bro.
What?
Man, you know, I've been at the house fertilizing the grass.
We need the topics, not the...
You know, running around, messing with the power washer.
Oh, you're just being a handyman today?
Yeah, man. I said, oh, man, it's Thursday. You been having, no jumper been so wild. It ain't too many times I'm actually talking about some of the shows you had up here, man. You got the rabbit guy. That was a good find.
You like him?
Yeah, I talked to him the other day. I said, listen, man, you got to loosen up and talk.
Yeah.
We need that, close the trunk. We need that bullshit going on.
He's a really cool guy, nice guy, but yeah, he got to like figure out where he fits in podcast-wise a little bit more, but I like him for sure.
He has the perfect controversy.
Just
He's
being a black
Blaxican.
Southsider? Oh, yeah.
But guess what? He not really a Blaxican, though.
Why are we should only be live for members. Fucking Nathan. You change it right now, or?
Yeah.
All right.
He's not really a Blaxican. He's from a Mexican gang, but Blaxicans really act like cholos.
But he acts like a regular black
He
guy.
acts like a regular black, because I had no idea. Let me make sure this ain't him. Shoot. Yo.
You said, why are you f***ing with that?
I get troll calls every day. I get at least 30 of them a day. Yo, Wack, why you f***ing with the... I don't want to say the word. Shout out to the LGBTQ community.
No, shout out to them. Like they're awesome people. Some of them got fire bussy.
Oh, how you know?
I just hear great things.
Yeah, that's crazy. We having them conversations, but yeah. So he ain't. You know, he's a little different. He's the first one that I saw that like you couldn't tell. You can't tell he.
Wait, who?
Rap. You can't tell. He, you know what I'm saying? He still act like a normal black dude. But I think if he loosens up and just lets his personality just be him.
Yeah. Now he got a lot of support. A lot of people like the throwing of things in the trunk and all that. That's well appreciated by a lot of people.
I told him he got a money making play in there too as well.
What?
Think about it. We laugh when you get to a point where you don't mind a dude making fun of you, right? Then you got a light. You got a ray of light. So can you imagine up and coming people, whether you're a rapper, you're an artist, or whatever you may be, you got some merch, you promoting a reality show, right? Open the trunk. He closes the trunk on the BS. Imagine if he starts to open the trunk on promo.
Well, he already is doing hella promo.
No, when he opened that trunk.
No, you haven't seen it? He does have like a, damn, that shit ain't bad, or
he needs to do one like where you got the little, the rusty hood, the trunk open it with the squeaky noise, and then boom, whatever it is a person want to market and promote. People pay for that.
Yeah, he has his rates at the end of every episode, which that might take some of the magic out of it if he's doing too much promo. I haven't really seen too much of it, but
yeah. But other than that, man, you had a wild tape. I'm like, you look like you had the Nutty Blocks, the East Coasters.
So you explain the dynamic to me because, okay, I just want to explain on Tuesday, my mentality, as long as the Tuesday show is in a little bit of a state of chaos, was let's try out a couple different hosts.
Yeah.
So we try out Rich Rabbit, and we were going to have Rios, who used to be part of Pun's network, who now is kind of solo dolo. He was going to be on it. Something came up that he had to take care of. So at the last minute or last couple hours, we had to find Nutty, who previously fought King Pill, who's a cool guy. He's from Sacramento.
Yeah.
And Nutty was late. So we start the podcast without Nutty. Nutty walks in, and then soon after, boom, we get Moneybag Rose and a couple other dudes. And I didn't think that there was anything weird about that. And then you, and I seen a few comments saying like, damn, Adam putting J Hood in a trick bag by bringing some of these dudes around, which I'm thinking, what the hell does that mean?
I don't think what they were saying was because Moneybags from East Coast, the other brother, what's his name? Was it Ice or something like that?
King Ice, I think.
King Ice, he's from East Coast. And actually, you know, the thing with J Hood, one of the major booms of J Hood's reputation is he knocked out 50 plus East Coasters in the county jail.
So that's who his Stevenson Village, Carson, Crip set beefs with?
Yeah, that's it, because the 190s are down there.
Okay.
Right? So, but you know, J Hood done been around, people know him, he didn't did whatever he did and whatever, and a lot of people either respect him or they just don't like him, but still out of respect is cool. But I believe, you know, when you gelling with somebody, you done been through it with them, right? You know, you guys usually find eventually some peace to where you guys can coexist. But as you see, the dude Ice, he addressed Aunt Hefe. And what he said was real. He's listen, man, look, if I got a homeboy that come in and he hit over here and y'all know that we upstairs or wherever, downstairs, whatever it may be, and y'all choose to max him out and just not give him his fair ones or whatever, y'all max him out and take shit from him, right? Yeah, at that point in time, it ain't the approach Aunt Hefe's taking is, well, that happened to him and he didn't get out.
About Shooter?
About Shooter, right? We part of the gangster card. The gangster card is supposed to get off.
That's what some of those dudes were saying.
Dude, a neighborhood. He's a neighborhood. Ice is from NHC. So his side, he's on the side, the doer side. He's saying the gangster card was supposed to get off for the NHC card. I'm telling you, because if it would have been vice versa, the Hoodster card would have got off on the gangster card, because they want to send a message that y'all not just finna do that to our people when they land, especially when some of y'all people up there with us. So when he said that, Aunt Hefe responds, oh man, you saying this, that, and the other, but you sitting there with J Hood. And J Hood, right, proclaims to have done this to East Coasters. But see, and I'm noticing, I see why him and Sporty can't get along. Because they don't receive structured positive criticism. Gumby approached Ant in a respectful way and told him, bro, you're doing too much talking for the type of case you have.
When you say approached him, you mean like made a YouTube video?
Made a YouTube video. Yeah. And you're doing too much talking for the type of case you have. You got a gang-related unalignment. And you constantly on the phone saying you in the middle of, or you part of, or you the one to go to for this, that, and the other. And he like, little bro, he like, look, you can't be Channel 7 News. I fought your type of case, which he has, right? And Hefe don't hear that. He says, yeah, well, Gumby, you know, you stabbed somebody in front of the police and
killed them.
You was talking and this, yeah, but see, Gumby ain't fighting a murder right now.
Right.
Whatever Gumby did, he beat his murder.
Right.
Right? He's home free. So he's telling you from experience, well, he might have made the mistake, you know, right? This not what you want. So anytime somebody tells and points out to Aunt Hefe what you're doing, right? He, instead of him hearing it, he attacks him. I guarantee you this, mark my words, when it comes time for his trial, everything that he has said on that phone will be in his trial documents. The DA, listen, if the sheriffs went and pulled baby Shooter out, he was in Wayside. When they were looking for him, he was in Wayside already. When they pulled him out and pressed play on that damn recording, hey, is this you, this, that, and other? If they have identified who that is, right? They have definitely identified what Aunt Hefe's been talking about, and they have delivered that to his district attorney. Character, bro, you supposed to be playing gospel guy right now. You ain't part of nothing. Man, I was up there getting toilet paper. Yeah, I grew up over there, but I ain't had nothing to do with what them guys is doing. This is where I live at. So you still saying you patrolling, you going to, you talking, you refereeing, and then he throwing people names out there. He did a whole clip and named some dude from Harlem that we didn't know.
But was talking about his case? Talking
about who was involved.
Oh, with the shooter.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That, yeah.
Right? Now you got Shooter's attorney Jasmine, on there giving a roll call of criminal penal code violations of what happened to Shooter and saying, guys, it's probably not smart that you're identifying yourself in your gang and saying you did it for this reason and these reasons, because they don't even need him, because you have the recording where you have identified yourself and what you've done and what you're doing and who you're doing it to. Now, it was one dude put himself out there.
That's some loose cannon ass shit.
Right? It's one dude put himself out there. And Hefe, the other dude from Harlem, he threw him straight under the bus.
That's crazy. Okay. And Hefe, I'm a big fan of him. Hope to have him back on the podcast once he inevitably beats this case. But from me talking to everybody, it seems like it's almost universal amongst people in the LA street podcasting scene that, number one, Ant Hefe is saying way too much about his own case.
Way too much. And
number two, that Ant Hefe is saying too much about other people's shit, meaning the Shooter case in particular. A lot of, I mean, and I'm going to be real with you, is like, I seen that on the podcast with him over and over, that someone would have a criticism of him and it would be something as simple as like, yo, Ant, like, you shouldn't be eating on the podcast. Like, Doughboy said that. And I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. Like,
where'd he go with that?
Almost everybody agrees that you shouldn't be eating on the podcast. If you have to eat on the podcast, maybe like, you know, move the mic away when you're chewing, be mindful about it, whatever. And like, kind of just launches into this like multi-minute long rant explaining why actually shut the up, you know, I'm you know, like he, and it's not like a lot of like points being made necessarily. It's just basically like, y'all ain't gonna tell me what to do. And I feel like everybody who watches the No Jumper show pretty much knows what I'm talking about. And that being said, you know, that's part of who he is or whatever, that he's kind of hard-headed or whatever. But it feels like when I watch the YouTube clips of him excusing himself for speaking on Shooter shit, speaking on his own case or whatever, he kind of goes into this sort of long-winded filibuster.
He's making it seem like he's the guy. I'm the go-to guy, which they say that is a leadership role. They're already saying it's a group of guys who did this to this guy. And then they saying you sent the guy to go take some money out of his vehicle, right? This is what they saying. You ain't supposed to be in any way trying to make it seem like you're that guy.
Right.
Hell no, but he didn't did so much, bro. Since he been in that jail, he put himself at the murder scene. He put himself there.
Yeah.
I got there at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Those guys were at 6. When they was in an altercation with him, I was buying toilet paper.
That detail right there,
that's crazy.
What multiple dudes who came with Nutty, like Rose, were really emphasizing to me is like, it is crazy to say those dudes were there from 6 o'clock on. I got there at 9, etc. Which, I mean, on one hand, like, there's video from the fucking parking lot, so it's probably not really doing that much. But you're definitely removing your ability to say, that's not me.
No, listen, let me tell you something. Just because they're video, right? When you got a good legal team, they're going to attack everything the DA comes with. Okay, when's the last time that system been serviced? How do we know that that system's not delayed? Okay, is the date? I've seen people beat shit, and you got cameras, like time zone has changed, and you can go back on the cameras and change the time zone, right? The time's off. So because the time's off, well, we got reason to believe it may actually not be accurate. So now, but see what he did, he eliminated all that defense because I was there at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
He put himself, like, bro. But I will say this, Adam, guys like you, guys like me, the camera's the camera. We don't give a damn if it's on or off. Sometimes when people get on stage, they stop thinking.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think Ant got used to living his life on YouTube, you know, and just making videos about whatever the you want to talk about. I was just watching the video of Fulio's killers getting sentenced. And, you know, these are dudes who are running around acting gangsters, making drill songs, blah, blah, blah. And then when it comes time for them to get sentenced, they all talking like, you know, good little choir boys and just acting like they would never hurt a fly. And I'm so sorry. And Jesus told me to blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, damn, like these dudes did the most gangster crash out shit you could ever think of. just to end up in a position where they're basically acting like the biggest bitch you could ever act like in front of this judge.
It's not them acting like a biggest bitch. They're acting who they really are.
Or I mean, I think they're acting.
I got some real homies that's fried.
But they might get to prison and start acting like gangsters again. But at least in this moment when they're trying to get a little bit of grace from the judge, they'll act like the biggest hoe alive. Now, if Aunt Hefe is actually found guilty of what he's being charged with, chances are he's going to be standing in front of the judge portraying a fake version of himself in which he asks for forgiveness and talks about some shit, whatever, because it just doesn't behoove you in any way to act like you're a gang member or act like you're on some street shit when you're being charged with this shit.
Adam, they're going, listen, mark my words. When his trial comes, there's going to be a whole day or two of character statements.
Right.
They're going to, because remember, they're saying Aunt Hefe is the shot caller. He's the ringleader.
They're going to say, Mr. Hefe, what did you mean when you said 5 bands will get you whacked?
That too. What do you...
Just kidding.
What do you mean by...
That's a song. That's just art.
What do you mean by when you said on the county jail phone, shooter should have kept it G-A-N-G-S-T-A?
He spelled it out?
He spelled it out. What do you... And then maybe we would have moved. What do you mean we would have... So you are part of... You do. What do you mean right here when you said, you went down a tier to go check out what was going on and you approached one of the guys? He named the dude's name, set where he from, all crazy. I was like, damn, I didn't even know dude was involved. Right? They're listening.
Right.
Now, if he feel like it's no big deal where we come from, anything added to an open situation, it's a big deal. Right? And he's painting himself as that guy. You don't want to be that guy right now, even if you are.
Right.
You want character reference letters. You can call in your auntie, hey, that pastor, you still cool? I need a character reference letter. Let him know I was down there, helping the church, whether I was or not. I got something for his pot. You want these type of things coming in. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be on there seeming like you motherfucking...
You don't want to like give them sworn testimony, basically, that you're a fucking gang member and that you're capable of all this kind of shit.
You the man.
Yo, shout out to Ricardo J. Bravo. He said, Adam, how do you advertise on your show? Josh at nojumper.com, probably the best email that you could hit.
Yeah, and tell him you want to do it on the Adam and Wack show because he takes all the ad to the other shows, to his indie shows.
Indie?
Yeah, your independent shows.
This is the mainstream show and everything else is indie?
Well, whenever it's you one-on-one.
Okay.
Yeah.
We need like Wack specific advertisers to pull up to this platform.
That's what we need.
Yeah,
that's what we need.
Get some like diaper competitors or something, or I don't know.
Man, that diaper shit been giving me a headache all week.
I can only imagine.
When you in something but you new to it and you gotta really figure it out. And I'm not one of those dudes that just say, hey, get it done. I'll be wanting to know what's going on, so I'm learning what's going on. So when I'm faced with it again, I understand it a little easier. But I think I've got a couple more documents I got to sign. I'll be leery about signing them.
I shouldn't have mentioned diapers.
I'll be leery about signing them, warehousing, That's what I've been doing the last couple of days, for real. Visiting warehouses, all kind of dumb shit.
Right. I'm not gonna dig any deeper into the baby shooter thing because people might have figured out already that we do have baby shooter showing up at some point.
Yeah, he's supposed to be en route to us today.
All right, cool.
Yeah, man, when he called me, said, cool, all right. He called me and he says, hey man, Wack, they pulled me out. The shit that went viral. I said, okay. Well, he said, I ain't tell them nothing, but they listening to it. They know my voice. They dudes are saying their names and they all this type of shit, right? He said, listen, call your attorney, see if your attorneys can put a call in. Right? Because he had about 48, 50 days.
Okay.
So
they got him out just because of this. So they actually got him out.
They helped.
What?
Attorney got to pressing. Attorney got to pressing and pressing and pressing and pressing. And they knowing, look, he ain't in there going to court. He ain't fighting the case. He got some punk time.
Yeah.
And this shit is going high profile Turners is like, well, we're hearing things and we don't know exactly what's going on, but if something is to happen to him, so they didn't heard them tapes and they hearing all that Hefe content, things like that. So they kind of was like, shit, man, did we leave him here and roll the dice or get this motherfucker up out of here? He already on probation and parole, whatever he on. He's not here on a new beef. He got some punk time because he was supposed to just do a quick turnaround and let him go. We knew that. He's already been sentenced and all that, right? He was only there because he forgot to file his paperwork to run everything concurrent while he was there. And we knew. I said, let's see, we'll know in the next 3 to 5 days. And when I seen the FaceTime call from his phone, I knew he was home.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. But I'm glad he's back. I'm looking forward to hearing about how this all went from his perspective. But
oh yeah, we got some questions.
Oh yeah, we definitely got some questions. Okay, so are you keeping up on the Academics versus Charlemagne beef? Because I feel like that's something that deserves our attention.
The last maybe a week or something ago, one of the spies hit me. I didn't know who they was because I didn't know what was going on. They're like, yo, tell Ack, we got all the information on Charlemagne and this situation, that situation. And when I called him and I sent him the screenshot of what the people sent me, he was kind of reserved about it. So I don't know.
Who, Ack?
Ack was reserved about it.
I mean, okay, I think Ack has always considered Charlemagne to be his ally in the game, right? He's always felt like they had a good relationship. He looked at Charlemagne as like a elder statesman, somebody they respected, whatever. But then in recent memory, or, Ack has kind of become much more clear-cut ops with Jay-Z and Rock Nation. Not that they've ever actually, interacted, but clearly Academics is bothered by the fact that Rock Nation is seemingly throwing their legal weight around to mess with people like himself, people like Grand Chat Wizard, who has basically been unmasked as a result of this whole investigation. Not to mention the fact that Ack basically considers himself OVO, and then you got Drake, who's on the receiving end of some disses from Jay-Z and all this kind of shit. So Charlemagne basically calls up Ack on some friendly shit and says, basically tells him that Grand Chat Wizard, who is an Australian Asian man who is clearly intimately involved with hip hop culture on the internet, probably not so much in real life, but this is one of Ack's closest confidants that he works with on everything. Grand Chat Wizard basically runs the Academics TV social media accounts. He runs clipping campaigns for all kinds of artists and shit. He basically is just him and Ack work together on all kinds of stuff. Allegedly, Grand Chat Wizard talks to Drake all the time, whatever.
When I tell you shit, I give it to you so you can read it when you're done.
Okay.
That's what those two tap them. That dude tap that shit. I don't know what he's talking about. Me and Charlemagne always been good.
This is spy number 1, new number. I see Academics going in on Charlemagne. I have information on Charlemagne if he wants it. You say, what info? They say, ass play. Amber Diamond from Wildin' Out. He would pay her bands to shove things in there. Asking him about the condo in Fort Lee. He still hasn't stopped cheating on his wife, and he was about to be exposed until he paid. His former bodyguard, Wax, Charlotte screwed him over because Wax was fucking his side chick. Whoa. That's crazy because you remember Wax?
No.
Big ass bodyguard motherfucker.
What I'm telling you
but people have always wondered what happened, and the narrative that they had was basically Charlemagne wasn't paying Wax good enough, or Wax was getting a little too uppity. But if that's true, that could fill in a lot of gaps.
You see, that's May 29th. See, people be wondering where I get shit from. Now, I sent it to Ack because I didn't know when he sent it. I didn't know what he was talking, so I just sent it to Academics, and I called him, but he was kind of reserved. I'm like, bro, what's going on? Why they, you know what I mean? And he really didn't say too much about it. So you're saying...
Okay, but this is the thing. So Charlemagne, basically, the theory is that he's so intertwined with Jay-Z and Rock Nation that he's acting on their behalf. So Charlemagne calls Academics at some point and basically tells them that Grand Chat Wizard is a snake that he's cooperating with law enforcement against academics, that he stole money from academics, etc. And Ack basically deduces that this is a message that's being sent to him from Rock Nation but they're using Charlemagne as the intermediary, and Ack gets pissed off about it right away. And I could be f***ing up details about this, I don't think so, but he basically takes it as, oh, you fake as f-. It would be like if you came to me and said like,
Josh.
hey, yeah, it would be like, well, I don't know. I don't even want to try to think of like an example that like lines up with it. But basically, Ack was offended at the idea that Charlemagne would come to him and say, hey, there's all this fucked up shit going on. You're in a lot of danger. You got to separate from this guy. But also, I'm not going to tell you anything about like how I know this, or I'm not going to give you any proof. You just have to take my word for it.
And act on it.
And also, in addition to that, you have to consider the fact that academics, despite being on good terms with Charlemagne or whatever, there's been a lot of little shit over the years. You remember Loon?
Yep.
Charlemagne signs Loon to his podcast network, and the first thing that Charlemagne does is bring Loon on Brilliant Idiots, and he spends 2 hours talking shit about academics, and then basically makes that his whole campaign to get on in the game, is Loon just shitting on Ack. And then also on top of that, Ack did the podcast for Spotify for a few years.
2 years.
He still does podcasts, but somehow Charlemagne never made his way over to Ack's studio to do an episode, which you would think Ack doing podcasts for like 4 or 5 years, it would be pretty logical for him to consider.
He never sat down with Ack?
He never did. And that's kind of weird.
I got to keep it real. He don't fuck with it.
I mean, because Charlemagne goes on Vlad. They patched up their beef.
Yeah.
Now Charlemagne will go on Vlad. Charlemagne goes to all kinds of random ass podcasts. Not that he's like doing a ton of random podcasts, but for somebody like Ack, is like biggest in the game. Why would you not do that? So now the academics and Charlemagne beef is like, it's kind of right there, ready to pop off. Ack has said like a few things that are sort of dismissive about Ack, or about Charlotte, where he basically feels like Charlemagne is fake and just reiterating talking points for Rock Nation. But really, Grand, aka Grand Chat Wizard, is the one who's really used this as an opportunity to start heaping shit upon Charlemagne, bringing up his old rape case, bringing up whatever kind of negative shit they possibly can about him. And basically, it's the kind of situation where like Ack could tell Grand, yo, chill, don't go in on Charlemagne. That's my ally.
But he's not. He's not.
He's apparently let the dog off the leash. And then meanwhile, this dude Grand is dealing with crazy lawsuits, and they're trying to like basically put criminal charges on him and everything like that. Like the elder statesmen of hip hop who feel like the machine, that there are accounts that are maliciously going against them, are basically fighting back in the form of like, doing legal hijinks to go at Grand Chat Wizard, which is, they already exposed who he is. He didn't want people to know that he was a chubby Asian guy from Australia or whatever. And I don't know. It's just, it's getting crazy out there.
I'll tell you this. When Ack decides to say, screw it, it's up, it's going to get nasty.
Yeah, we've seen this.
It's going to get nasty because over the years, there's no doubt that people have fed Ack information. Ack knows certain things. But if he always looked at Charlemagne as an ally and a friend, now he's getting a little leery of him. I think it'd take Charlemagne to just come out right now and do some radical shit.
Yeah.
Then it's home.
But like, Charlemagne's been like dropping the breadcrumbs, suggesting that that he has all this shit that he can weaponize against Ack and everything. And it just hasn't like fully launched into a war. Now, I don't think like Charlemagne's not going to play the war the way that Ack is.
No.
He's not going to sit there on Brilliant Idiots and just trash Ack or whatever. But Ack will run content for hours and hours and hours about Charlemagne and like really negatively impact his brand and his reputation in a way that, as big as Charlemagne is, he won't be able to necessarily handle. We've kind of seen this before. And I'm not saying that Ack's going to be able to like destroy Charlemagne's career, but I do think that, I mean, listen, if Academics runs interviews with people involved in that case from back in the day with Charlemagne, which I don't think he's above that. I think that's probably
definitely will do that.
That's probably like exactly what he's
that's
thinking.
Gonna happen.
That's his nuclear code.
That's gonna definitely happen. But again, man, I I don't know, man. Axe in a pretty positive space.
Yeah.
Got some weight loss going on.
Right. That good Retta.
You know, huh?
That's the GLP-1 that Clavicular claims that he sold Ack that helped him lose all that weight.
Oh, Clav said he? Nah.
That's what Clav said. I don't know if Clav was trolling, but I mean, I personally am 100% convinced. Retta is basically like, Ozempic. Retta's like the futuristic new version of Ozempic that apparently like allows you to keep more muscle. It has some other good like features, etc. But it's basically like, one of these hardcore weight loss drugs.
Got you.
But I've heard nothing but great things. People love it.
Yeah, he dropped some weight.
No, he lost like 150 pounds. It's actually insane. He probably just put 20 years onto his life.
Damn.
Yeah. I don't know.
Lost that much weight?
Yeah, should we call him? Should we see if he picks up?
Let's see. You know what we calling this some messy shit going on.
Exactly. I wonder what Ack is doing. Oh, wait, he's on vacation, maybe? I don't know if he's still on vacation. Maybe that's why this is not dialing yet.
I'm sorry, the person you were...
Interesting. Okay, but yeah, he's on vacation, so that makes sense that it would be turned off. But I don't know. That's a wild one that I've been observing. I feel like Flacco's probably next. Once they hobble Grand Chat Wizard, the Rock Nation missiles will become pointed directly towards North Dakota, and I think Flacco and his campaigns are probably who they're looking at next. I'm personally glad that I never fully hopped on the Rock Nation bandwagon because I could easily see myself being... It's actually crazy to me that they haven't fully gone at Ack. I feel like that they would be suing Ack in some way, but maybe by just going at his closest comrade, that's the move.
Gotta be careful going at Ack. Ack's a big deal.
Yeah, but if you're Jay-Z, right?
They keep screaming Jay-Z.
You're not scared of Jay-Z?
No, I don't think... this Jay-Z's part of that company. I don't think Jay-Z's saying Ack. I think the company as a whole, because of whatever the overall situation is just doing what they doing, bro.
But there's got to be somebody calling the shots when it comes to taking on like the biggest voice in the culture, when it comes to the media. And I will tell you that I know people who I speak to who are extremely knowledgeable about how Jay-Z moves, and they say that the whole idea that Jay-Z is too big and he's not in the trenches of what's going on with this, that, they say absolute bullshit. Jay-Z knows everything that people are saying about him. He knows everybody who he should and does consider an op in this business, and that the idea that he's just so famous and such a billionaire and he's off in the clouds and he can't pay attention to anything. It's I'm combing my hair for 5 days with Beyonce. Bullshit.
Okay.
He's in the trenches just like us. He just sits back and makes these power plays without having to hop on a mic and trash people like we do.
Okay. Why does Rock Nation allegedly have an issue with Ack? Because of what and who?
Because Ack has spread the idea, myself, I personally don't really agree with it, but the idea that Tory Lanez is innocent and that Meg Thee Stallion is a demon.
Okay, now stop.
That's an important part of it.
Rock Nation was present at the trial.
She's their artist.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This ain't got nothing to, bro, this is their artist. She's a high profile client, right? I think Tory Lane's father is the one that started pumping that. It's because of them, the witness changed the story. Or because of them, this, that, or the other, right?
Yeah.
Now, listen, if they're there to support and the DA is doing their job,
right,
with squeezing the witness and persuading them to go another way with things, right? He can't go at the DA, nobody's gonna hear that.
Right.
So you go at Rock Nation, and because Jay-Z is the face of Rock Nation, Jay-Z did it.
Right.
Right? So now comes, well, we want to speak to academics because you're doing this, that, or another. It's never going to be just the company, the corporation, right? Their board members have made a decision to do this. It's going to be Jay-Z sent him. Does he know what's going on? Of course he knows what's going on. But is it his idea to say, we're going to go to Meg Thee Stallion's trial with Tory Lanez because we're part of this, that, or that. They went to support.
Right.
You went to Crip Max court date.
Right.
You had nothing to do with whatever the hell was going on at those tables.
I was just showing support.
This is what I'm saying. So it's like, I think they making it a bigger situation than what it is when it comes to Jay-Z, Rock Nation, and academics. I think Rock Nation is moving at, this is not his only company he's a part of.
Okay, I think that they very much care about the fact that academics and Tory Lanez and everybody else that was involved in the anti-Meg campaign has clearly had like very real negative effects on her career. But you got to like, if you want to scroll back a little bit, you can get to like the Meek Mill thing. I don't think Meek Mill's Rock Nation affiliated anymore, but that clearly had like an extremely negative effect on Meek Mill's career at a certain point, which Meek Mill even said that essentially like 90% of his fan base went away as a result of Academics TV, which is insane. But either way,
not up for a lawsuit.
But this is the most important thing, is that Academics, unlike almost everybody in hip hop media, doesn't kiss the ring when it comes to Jay-Z. So many rappers, industry people, etc., even if they're not directly benefiting from Jay-Z, show him respect, would never go out of their way to push anti-Jay-Z narratives, etc. And I feel like that in particular is probably why they consider Act to be an enemy, because let's be real.
Act's not a rapper.
But it doesn't matter. He's got a way bigger voice than any rapper.
This is what I'm saying. Act,
almost
those rappers, they're rappers. Jay-Z has things that could benefit them.
Right.
Act don't get, what does Jay-Z have that could benefit Act? Could he enhance him in something? Yeah, probably, maybe.
I mean, if they had a relationship at some point, let's say that they had ever done anything together, then this would be a harder thing for Act to do.
But they haven't.
Right.
Jay-Z's never reached out to assist Act.
And that's what I don't really get about somebody like Jay-Z, who maybe now should be regretting this a little bit because he is clearly in a position where his PR is pretty bad over the last year or two. But like, why does someone like Jay-Z not reach out to the next generation of independent hip hop media that have incredibly loud voices? And, you know, he don't got to fucking do a no jumper interview. He don't have to do an Academics interview, but he could have, you know, show any kind of support would really like stop the fact that it's so easy for someone like Ak or me or Vlad or whoever to participate in the negativity towards Jay-Z, because we have no relationship, never done anything for us.
I don't think he thinks you guys' voices are loud enough to affect his mountaintop.
But the thing is that the combined power of our voices is fairly influential. And when
influential to what?
To the fans.
Okay, about what can you say about Jay-Z that will have a direct effect on him?
I think there's so much negativity that maybe you don't see because you're not as...
I see the accusations.
Okay, but we're not just talking about the sexual assault allegations or whatever.
Came out of that.
Right, that he seems fine. But the overall like consensus about him amongst like hip hop circles that I see on Twitter a lot is that Jay-Z is okay, because there's a lot of anti-billionaire sentiment in general, so he gets a lot of that. He gets a lot of the like
a billionaire give a damn about people that's anti-billionaire.
I think Jay-Z very much cares about what the prevailing opinion of him in hip hop is, and I think that hip hop, at least within like certain segments of leftist hip hop fans, being a billionaire is pretty bad, and just being an out of touch, clueless capitalist is pretty bad. And I think that Jay-Z has like gotten by for so long in his career by basically saying, yo, I'm rich as f y'all. I don't care what you say. I'm rich as f.
He don't
that
even
shit
say
does not work like it used to.
He doesn't say that.
No, that is like the prevailing sentiment of that freestyle that he did.
Listen.
I don't even have to talk to y'all because I'm so rich.
And guess what?
And that don't work like it used to.
Guess what he did to hip hop? When he dropped that freestyle, he took over the algorithm.
And I think was
Which
largely
means he can still do it.
Was largely lampooned for it.
No, listen, what I'm saying is he's showing when I want to go over there, I can go over there. Mm-hmm. I'm up here. Hey, which one of y'all want to go before about the Super Bowl this year?
But Jay-Z,
you get what I'm saying?
Being as good at, and that worked for a long time. But
it's still working.
But being as good as he is at rapping did not change the fact that from a critical perspective, I think that freestyle was viewed as an L.
No.
It got a lot of attention, but it didn't get responses from any of the important people that he dissed. Drake didn't say a word. Nicki Minaj didn't say a word. Yeah, you got Oskino responding to you in fucking interviews. Yeah, you got Dame Dash doing another interview. But as far as like the big name players that were supposed to react to that, it didn't happen because I think that Jay and Nicki both realize, and it's crazy to see Nicki show some restraint, but you know, Drake is used to it. But I think both of them realized that by partaking in this, that it would be overall like more beneficial to Jay. And did you see that now he has an 8-part documentary series where he gets interviewed by Rick Rubin coming out?
How do you know that?
Twitter.
Now, you don't understand that him doing that freestyle had nothing to do with the artist that he dissed coming back at him. It had everything to do with he know what his rollout is, what's coming. You think he just did that 8-part series? It's already been done.
But doesn't it say a lot when the biggest rappers in the game, like Drake and Nicki Minaj, don't really consider you worthy of partaking in your album rollout?
Or was it that those subliminal messages Jay-Z left in that song, right? Kind of like, you know what? I'm going to leave that alone. Not particularly for Drake, but really for Nicki.
Mm-hmm.
Drake's who he is.
Right.
But that Nicki side of things, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? She's still... We got to see what's going to happen with her.
Right.
Do you want to play with that?
She's not exactly active in her career
Drake,
at this moment.
And look, I ain't counting Drake out because Drake's known, he just got through dropping whatever he's dropping.
Yeah.
You know, he's known to double back.
Drake right now responding would seem like him stooping down, which is crazy to speak about Jay-Z in such a way. My boy.
What's happening, man?
Survivor.
What's happening with it?
How you feeling, dog? The man of the hour right now. Baby Shooter in this bitch.
What's happening with it?
How you feeling, dog?
I'm feeling good.
So what are the extent of your injuries right now?
What's me? Oh, my rib. That shit kind of fractured. And then my shoulder popped out of place and shit. So I'm just wearing a brace to get this motherfucker
But
right.
you got stabbed too, right?
Yeah.
Where at?
And my shoulder right here and my rib.
Was it bad? Like bleeding out type shit or?
I mean, it wasn't bleeding out because like the little needles, the little shit they use ain't like super big.
Right. Wow.
That shit hurt though.
Okay, so take us back. How'd you get arrested in the first place? What were you doing?
How I get arrested? I had an old ass case type shit. I was supposed to serve 4 years for. You know what I'm saying? And then discharging the firearm, and then it was
lazy. Didn't file his paperwork in there.
Okay,
yeah,
so you
shot the firearm, and they caught the firearm, so they made me plead to the firearm type shit because they couldn't prove I shot the gun.
This was before the serious case.
Okay,
yeah, it was before
he
that.
was out on bail on it.
I was out
so
on
when
bail
he
on
caught
it,
this serious case, he was already out on bail on that.
So you didn't have all your ducks in a row, basically, and so they pick you up while you're driving or something, or they come to your crib?
Nah, I had to turn myself in. I already knew how to turn myself in. Yeah.
And so then they throw you in the county.
Yeah.
And is it true that they put you in a neighborhood dorm?
Module, yeah, hell yeah.
Tell them why you know that, because how many people went in with you, where they was from?
It was all the homies with me. All niggas from homies from Broadway, all gangsters and shit. And then
where they send them?
They sent them to 21. They sent me to 24.
Really? And you think that they did this to put you in a bad situation?
And the nigga asked me when I went in, he was a young little CO or a sheriff. He like, hey bro, we seen you all over the internet. You don't want to check celebrity yet? That mean you gonna go to high power and shit, like where them niggas be in one cell and shit.
So that's PC?
I mean, it ain't PC. It's just them niggas be shackled up in one cell and shit. You don't never go nowhere. I'm like, hell no, I don't want to go right there. I'm going GP, like, you know what I'm saying? With the homies.
Shackling them up not in the cell?
Not in the cell, but everywhere you go, you got to be shackled up like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
But motherfuckers that never see you.
So you're safer, but basically it just sucks.
Hell, you can be safe because you ain't gonna see nobody.
Yeah.
You gonna be by yourself, like, for sure, all the time.
Okay.
Like, if one of y'all go in there, y'all ain't gonna have no choice.
Yeah,
y'all ain't gonna have no choice. They ain't gonna give y'all no choice.
We going straight. I know I'm going.
They ain't gonna give y'all no choice.
Like Suge, when he went, they sit his ass straight. When he make his phone calls, he in a cage.
Bring me to the neighborhood dorm.
They ain't gonna give y'all no choice.
Well, they're gonna be cool with me though, right?
I mean, they might be, but you ain't gonna get no choice. You ain't gonna get no choice.
I probably shouldn't find out. Okay. All right. So you saying, wait, like rest in peace, but like if Nipsey Hussle got arrested before he passed.
He going to celebrity.
They would have just forced that on him. Even though he's
Blueface.
Like,
they didn't have no
Blueface. They wouldn't let him.
We tried to go to court to get him because he wanted to go to the main line. They was not because if something happened to him.
That's a big liability.
Yeah, it's a liability. Yeah. Which that's the card we played for him.
Yeah, that's what we did.
Okay, so you knew that it was a choice between being shackled up in the celebrity section or going to the neighborhood dorm, or did you not know that was where
not
they gonna put
neighborhood
you?
dorm, but main line,
Okay.
GP period.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so they put you in there, and what's the experience like? Tell me about walking up in this bitch and what you see and how it goes.
I'm belling that motherfucker. It's 2,400. So I ain't really knowing what's going on because before I left, mind you, I bailed out in February, right? Mm-hmm. So when I bailed out in February, it's an all blood module. Mm-hmm. But mind you, the Bloods and the gangsters, they good in jail. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking whatever. You feel me? Whatever happened. You feel me? But I'm thinking it's the all blood module though. My cousin used to run it. My cousin Bad Nose. He from 6 Deuce Brand. Mm-hmm. So I build up in there, and then when I'm walking through, I'm walking down the aisle, niggas ask me where I'm from and shit. Like, we from Black, I belong gangster. Niggas like, oh, 40 Crip, and all that. You know what I'm saying? So it's a gang of that going on, hundreds and shit like that. And then I get to my cell. They say 22. I think they say 22 Baker. Yeah, 22 Baker. So I get to my cell. They pop it open. It was 240s in there, and a 40, 100, and a nigga from Main Street. And there I'm in there walking, I'm cooling. He like, where you from? No, I don't actually. One nigga say, where you from? The other nigga like, that's Shooter. Like, they talk to me, well, you out there fucking on Stunner and all this little type shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, all this type shit. They like, all right, you sleep right there, the phone right here, bro. Whenever you feel free. I'm like, all right, it's good. So that's the first little night. Cause I'm going through processing. That should take all damn day. You feel me? I turn myself in at 10 in the morning.
Yeah, you called me early.
I called you early. Yeah, I turned myself in. I hit Uncle right before I turned myself in. Where they take me in like at 10 in the morning. I ain't get to the bed until like 1 something in the morning. You feel me? I should take all day. So I get there. That's the first night. The second day is, I think was Thursday. No, second day was I went Thursday. The second day is Friday. So Friday I go in. It was cool. I mean, I've been there the whole Friday. It's cool and shit. Ain't nothing going on. Niggas talking regular, shooting and shit. Saturday morning, 6 in the morning, when the police come in, once they settle in and all that shit, they run showers. So when they run showers, that's when shit go down. I come out showers. I know it's something kind of weird though, cause them niggas probably must have talked to each other when I was asleep or something. Cause I had a that night before they run showers, they give you new towels and new little shit. You know what I'm saying? So I get the towel and everything. I put it at the edge of the bed. And when I get up, I'm like, they say, hey, from them run showers. They're like, hey, they tell a nigga, hey, hop on the phone, call your girl. He said, call your girl, hop on the phone. I gotta holler at you about something. At the time, I didn't know what the fuck they was talking about, but now I do. So I say that to say, when I look, I'm like, where the fuck my towel at? I don't know. I'm gonna look down there and you don't see my towel? And I don't see no towel. I'm like, all right, whatever. So I bail out anyway. I tell the homie, hey, you ain't got no extra towel? My nigga Infant Space goes from, nah, I know. When he cool nigga. You got a special towel? You got an extra towel? He like, yeah, I got one for you. So I go, we bail out. I do whatever. I go ahead and do my thing. Shower and all that little shit. When I go back down, it's a bigger nigga in my cell, but that nigga smoking and doing this little thing them niggas be doing, you know what I'm saying? Spice shit they be on. So he doing their thing there in my cell. So it's like 2 extra niggas I see in my cell, right? I ain't thinking nothing of it. So when they rock the door back and close it, they like, hey, who is cell 8 and who is cell 7? Like, there's nobody in there and all this type of shit. So the police kind of holding up because they trying to see where cell 7 and where cell 8 or cell 8 at. You feel me? But they hitting our cell 9. I'm not knowing this shit. So when they close it, they're like, fuck it, whatever, you know what I'm saying? They get on. And then as soon as they get on, they ask the nigga that's in my cell already. The nigga D-face. And they like, they like, hey, the police gone? Like, yeah, the police gone. The niggas get up. They're like, hey, shoot, you already know what time it is. Like, regular 2 fades type shit. I'm like, yep, it's good. I'm crippled. I get up, I go. I peel out. We finna go. As soon as we go to lock up, and niggas rush me. Oh, get up on the nigga.
Oh, shit.
So you saying the cats in the other cell they was looking for was in your cell?
In my cell.
All of them in your cell?
Yeah. Okay, when you use the bathroom, they got a curtain on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So the niggas because it's 4 to a cell. So they don't see you using the bathroom, taking the shit or taking the piss. So it's a curtain right there. So it's some behind the curtain. It's some in the 2 bunks right there because they got that curtained off. It's some in there. You feel me? It's some under the bunk. You feel me? I ain't see none of these.
So pretty much it was the sheriff's department's negligence to shut down the other 2 cells knowing they was empty.
Because that's what I was saying. I'm like, that seems so inappropriate for them to be like, oh, these 2 dudes are missing from that cell, whatever.
Yeah,
that just feels like a big lapse in judgment. That when you watch prison shows, and I know it's the county, but like when you watch prison shows, it seems like somebody missing from their cell is a big deal. Like we are addressing this right now.
Yeah, exactly. So, but see, when you see things like that, it leads you to believe that they're in on it.
Exactly. And then I don't doubt it. Shit, I don't doubt that. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. I'm gonna tell you why further on when we go into the little shit. I'm gonna tell you why how I feel they did. You know what they had something to do with it, but for sure, man, them niggas ain't stupid, bro.
So this phone call you hear, because you the only one that can put a time frame on it. How long was things going on that it got to the point to where we heard the phone call that we heard? How long had things been, did it just started? Was it been 5 minutes, 15 minutes?
Nah, the phone, they had the phone already set. They had all that shit lined up. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, when I'm coming in the cell, they had it laid out like the red carpet, like phone ready. People on the phone recording already when you know what I'm saying?
And
people
not an iPhone, but like the actual phone.
Yeah, the real phone, the phone call.
Somebody's on the other side recording.
Somebody on the other side recording. Right. They had it already laid out. Somebody already recording when I got in there. You feel me? That shit was already set up. You feel me? So yeah, so when they said the head up shit, I mean the 2 fades, we go, they rush me. Bam. They go for my earrings. Bam. They really, okay, look.
They let you bring the earrings in.
I got the earrings in because I had all my jewelry in, right? Because I went to turn myself in by myself. So I got my jewelry on and all that shit.
They just let you wear it into the jail?
I tell them my earrings don't come out. I'm like, they permanent, they heavy, so they don't come out because I had some big ass flowers. They like,
okay,
yeah. I was like, the motherfuckers don't come out. So I go in with them bitches. So they after my earrings, they want the earrings type shit. They give the earrings up. Boom, they got a nigga on the floor. They snatched them bitches out. That's why I got a cut right here. This motherfucker really hitting up and shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they snatched them bitches out. I'm on the floor and shit. So I go after the nigga that got the shit. I got my earrings. I'm grabbing him. I hit him like 2 times. All of a sudden, nigga, I don't feel shit. I just know this motherfucker not going no more. You feel me? I don't feel it hit me, but this motherfucker not swing. My right ain't going no more. That motherfucker just
slammed to the ground or something.
Hell yeah. I'm in the ground and all that shit. You feel me? So
it wasn't no other. Let me get this right. It wasn't no other gangsters down there.
No other gangsters down there whatsoever. All neighborhood. I think it was a couple, probably like a couple Compton Crip niggas down there, all but nothing but gangster Crips. I mean, nothing but neighborhoods in that motherfucker. No gangster Crips.
So you mentioned that you had sent word up to Aunt Hefe.
Oh yeah, and Hefe, them niggas knew I was down there because Tank from H.R. Gangsta, he came. I guess he got word that I was down there. And Tank from H.R. Gangsta, he came down there, and he like, what's up, gang? You straight? I'm like, yeah, I'm straight. Like, oh heck, these niggas ain't know nothing. I'm like, shit, I've been right here for almost a day. Them niggas ain't said nothing. Like, I guess not. And then he insists on talking about me, how my brother owed me $500 and all. I guess he want me to pay it or something. I'm like, man, my brother ain't tell me nothing about that shit. Whatever. He like, oh, all right, well, I'm gonna get you up there. Like, you straight, you don't need nothing? I'm like, no, I don't need nothing. I'm like, well, Stoke come up and be good. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I came in with a pocket full of money. I'm sure they put it on my books type shit. Yeah, meanwhile, I'm gonna give you some little shit and I'm gonna give you toothpaste and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, that's cool. Okay, you know, hygiene important. I'm like, all right, cool. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna grab some shit from Young Aunt, and then he speaking to Aunt Hefe, I'm gonna grab some shit from Young Aunt, and then I'm gonna get you some shit, and I'm gonna come back down here, and then in a couple hours when the next shift come, to have you up there. I'm like, all right, cool. Nigga never came back, never said shit. I'm like, shit.
So you think they kind of like sent word to kind of like, you know, let's see what he'll do? Because Ant's whole narrative was because you didn't handle your business right, or you refused to take the 2 fades. He felt like it was nothing to address. That ain't how I go anyway.
But that's not what happened, right? Because you were down for the 2 fades. They rushed you and jumped you, right?
I was gonna take my 2 fades off the back. Look, this is the whole point of it, right? When I got in the cell, it's 3 of them already in the cell when I get there. So if they wanted 2 fades off the back, they would have gave me the 2 phase when I got in there. Niggas ain't waiting a day and a half. Shower time for their homies to get in there.
So you already thought that was a little weird when they mentioned that?
Come on, as soon as they said it, I knew it was a play, bro. They got as soon as they get up and line it up, and they got the phone set up, you know what I'm saying, where it was all type of little weird shit. They got the little cane ready, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to say too much, but it's like, they got shit ready, bro. You know what I'm saying? 10 niggas literally, you know what I'm saying? Like, for 2 fades, I was already in here with 3 niggas. I could have gave me 3.
And were you and Aunt Hefe cool before this? Like, do you have a relationship and shit?
Yeah, I mean, like, we ain't got no like close relationship. Our hood's like real close.
You knew
know
each
what I'm
other.
saying? Yeah, I know him for sure. I know him, and our hood's close too. You know what I'm saying? I know his family too. You know what I'm saying, like.
So you didn't expect him to go bad on you that fast?
Nah, I ain't. You know what I'm saying? I left because when his case and shit was coming up, niggas was asking me, and niggas were talking, and even when you was on this top, the homies calling me like, you see what Wack on, cuz like, whoa, like, you know, you against Crip, and the homies like, whoa, I'm like, man, Wack.
Well, see, but here go the thing though. All I said was this, and you can attest to this, because you know I be on you.
Yeah.
I said, well, and you say Wack don't be outside, he don't be on the block, he ain't a real member that be in the community. And I just said, kids, this is what you get when you outside a real member in the gang community. You get caught up like this. This is a nasty situation he on, right?
Hell yeah.
Now, every time, and I know you be trying to figure out how I know, I get a inkling you about to go somewhere, I feel you shouldn't be what I do.
Let the nigga know. All right, man. Get up on the nigga top quick.
I be on him. Hey, what you doing? You just came home. What, you show you want to do that? You thinking about what you doing, right?
Hell yeah.
I get on him, so it ain't like I ain't practicing what I'm preaching. I'm simply saying to the kids, hey, listen, you heard him tell y'all, Wack don't be outside in the ghetto like that every day. And I tell y'all, no, I don't. If I want to go to the ghetto, I go to the ghetto. You didn't call me, where you at? I'm in the 99 Mafia. Where you at, 60 Chris? I'm going to go where I want to go. Yeah. But do I just wake up and just hang in the hood? Hell no. Because I know it come with that. I didn't get, you know how many homies I got that's dead at 19, 22, 23, 24? And 99% of their time, they in the set. I didn't get to be 49 years old being no damn fool.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? And you even know I'll be on your bumper.
Every time.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know, so I didn't say nothing disrespectful. And I started tripping when he jumped on that phone, and I'm sure y'all start, but bro, what you doing?
Nah, for real.
You know, I didn't say nothing disrespectful. I'm just simply saying, hey, this what you get when your ass want to be in the hood, a real member all day, every day in the set. That kids don't do. That's just what's real. Today, I jumped up today early this morning. The AC man came. I had to do some duct work. I went and got me some fertilizer. You know, I had to fix a couple sprinklers. You know what I'm saying? Try my power wash. Listen, I'm getting ready for the 4th of July.
We're talking about him getting stabbed. You know, you're talking about your sprinklers.
No, what I'm saying is when they told him, you hear what Wack saying disrespectful, boom. So now my question to you is this. They feel you hollering and screaming on the phone is not justifiable. They even went as far as to say, right, if he a holler and scream like that, they could have made him do some sexual shit.
Hey, yo.
This is what they pumping. Ant said it.
Oh, yeah.
And he said this. He's saying that this is what he calling in. He allegedly calling in to some of your people. I don't know if he is, if he not.
I ain't talking to my niggas.
Right? So my thing is, where I come from, even if it was a violation happening with the homie, because y'all did that to the homie and took something, see, right, we gonna move anyway. We gonna whoop your ass too when we catch you. When we get you up here with us, we gonna deal with you too if you guilty of what they say you guilty of. But I feel like he used every excuse not to move.
Okay, yeah.
What you getting?
My cousins came up. I'm not even looking at the nigga shit, right? I'm not even paying no attention.
You ain't heard it.
I ain't paying. I ain't paying no mind. But my cousin like nigga, like, cause my cousin felt like, look, cuz like, is cuz telling the truth? Cause he an ally, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like what's going on? Shit, I'm like, bro, that nigga, I don't know if niggas telling him shit, you know what I'm saying? And he believing it, or he's going off what he hear, or
It's
he
none
just
of that,
saw that
though.
nigga, right?
It's gold. Y'all violated
Yeah.
listen, y'all violated him. 10 months, like it's none of that. Okay, so what? Okay, so that's what happened. Okay, so we ain't gonna trip.
Okay, but from Ant's perspective, if this really went down like that, isn't it kind of like a death mission for him to go against all these dudes on behalf of Shooter?
That's
Like,
what.
and I understand that's
that's
what, he's
what
supposed
come
to
along
do,
with it.
But that's like, I mean, it's kind of easy to understand why a person would not want to put themselves in that position, right?
Listen, man.
Even
listen
if you
to me.
say it's dishonorable.
Listen,
But he
if
ain't
I'm-
saying it like that though.
If I'm up there asleep, Wack, what up? They just packed the homie out. What you mean? They took his shit, whoop-de-whoop, nigga was scared to squab. They packed him out though. Who? Whoever that group of people is, it's on. And whoever the dude is that we felt punked the game, we gonna deal with you too. So, and I think
that deal with after.
that's after.
That's after.
You know what I'm saying? You're not.
That's after.
You,
No,
you're not,
facts. That's facts.
You're not supposed to. And Ant did it to himself, getting on the phone, giving all them details. If he would have just like not been on YouTube discussing it, okay, and just another motherfucker in jail like anybody else.
Exactly. Then it'd be easy to be like, well,
Yeah, I'm shit.
where was he at? We don't know.
Yeah, you know, I don't, nigga. I just got here. It's people here that got the keys to the road or whatever it may be. But he jumping on there saying he pushed up. He naming names. It's only one dude identified himself. He did that to himself. The other dude ain't named. We didn't even know. Dude from Harlem. He like, yeah, I'm going down there to check on it, and I ran into the dude. You know what I'm saying? Who was one of the leaders of the whatever. And I'm sitting there telling myself, when you seen him, you supposed to get off.
Off the bat.
That's how it's
Right.
supposed to go. And it ain't like Baby Shooter just a name he know. You know the dude. I mean, that's what come with this shit. Unfortunately, when you go in places like this, man, you know how many times, bro, my program been smooth. I got everything I need in my cell. I got a visit coming. I'm 9 months to the house. I got a pay number job. And cause the homie then went over here on the weight pile and had niggas waist and was tripping behind his broad, said what he said, got rushed, packed out, and we gotta come out. And I know I'm finna catch about another 6 months to a year in the shoe. All my shit gonna be packed up and I'm gonna be in home. That's just what come with it. Unfortunately, that's what come with it.
Yeah.
You can't pick and choose when you wanna be involved in that. Straight up. If he got something to take, that's the cards to take.
Right.
You took from the card. That's value. That's value you didn't took from the card. That's how it goes. Me listening to Ann, I'm telling myself, damn, you giving play by play, but you've given every reason and excuse. See, when Moneybag Rose was saying and what Ice was saying up here the other day, he's saying, look, screw all that. Ain't no investigation. They did this to the homie. What the homie didn't do.
Right.
You got to go. But Ant is looking for reasons not to have to move.
Rose like cornered me and was like, Adam, you got to understand how crazy it is that Ant Hefe was talking about Shooter and didn't get his back in that situation. He's like breaking it all down for me. And like, I've never seen him so passionate about anything.
Now here's the thing.
No, it's crazy though. It's crazy.
Now here's the thing. And I gotta put it out there, Shooter. We put a lot of weight on Ant. Are you saying that when Ant got there, he had the keys? Because
Keys of what?
I'm
The
pretty
gangster
sure
code?
it was more gangsters there. Why they didn't move? Ant's one person.
You're saying Ant's the shot caller.
No, the way it's being, but I think he's doing it to himself because he's the one
He the one on the thing.
on the phone and on the YouTube.
Yeah. He's like the most high profile along with
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, so, you know, are we saying, and Ant's making it seem that way, let me go down here to see what's up, as if whatever he comes back with, the call gonna be made, right? I don't know. This just what he's saying, right? Why didn't the other gangsters move?
He did like the closest gangster to the shit. You know what I'm saying? The homies on the other side, like after the shit happened, like niggas like taking where his homies at. So they like, hey, you wanna?
Where'd you end up at?
2100.
So what happened when you got there?
As soon as I got there, I went to the homie KC from 501 Trouble. And I was happening. He like, what's up with you? He seen the nigga bleeding and all that shit. I'm like, hey, I told him what happened. You know what I'm saying? I already gave him the whole rundown. He like, on the day, we finna slide over there. Like, hold on, cause they took me to the day room. So I'm in the day room. I'm on the phone type shit. I called you. So I called you. So I'm on the phone, popping. Then they slide over there. Then them niggas was locked in their cell though. They like, what's up? I got packed up. I got to get up on the homie. Whoa. He like, he told the homie straight up like, I ain't gonna lie. We was planning on giving him two fades. He wouldn't get the earrings up. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's another violation. So you pretty much saying because he didn't get the earrings up, the 2 fades out the window and we just robbed him.
Why is that a violation?
Because, listen, he from the gangster card, right? Give him his fades and let him move around where they move around. So because you chose to rob him, you took something not just from Shooter, you took something of value from the gangster card.
Right.
The gangster card supposed to be pressing, we need them earrings back. It's up, we need them earrings back. What you did to him was one thing and y'all took something not just from him, from us, because if it's there to be took, that's us. Mm-hmm. And they gonna go to war over that. Right? Now, I don't know if it's a little different in there. You know, I ain't been to the county jail since 99. Right? I don't know if it's a little different in there. I be hearing the blind dude talk about, I never been to the county and I went to prison for why, all kind of dumb shit up or whatever, right? How long was you over there before they sent you to Wayside?
Like a day and a half.
And nobody had a problem with you?
Hell no.
Because the audio is viral at this time.
Oh, right. And okay, this is my question is like, they're f***ing with you. Is it fair to say they're like torturing you?
I mean, torture.
Sounds crazy,
I
but
guess.
But how long does that go on for?
That shit like, they ain't popping on a nigga for 30 minutes, but they fucking a nigga up for at least 30 minutes.
Oh, okay. And that phone call's like kind of towards the end of that, I'm assuming?
I mean, they probably only put out what they wanted to put out. Probably like cut it and all that, but I'm sure they was recording some stuff for like when I could hear when I first come in, and you know what I'm saying, when the first situation occur, and then like I could hear like shit cut through, you know what I'm saying?
And says you started screaming for the guard and you told the guard, I can't be in here, they try to kill me.
The guard ain't nowhere near where I'm at. If they was, they would have heard the whole thing. The guard's way somewhere else.
So how did you get out?
Yeah, how'd it come to an end?
I come to it because when they realize, I ain't gonna lie, I'm like, they get up on a nigga, when they finally start jigging that nigga up and all that, I'm like, look, bro, I'm good. Like, damn, y'all got me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Surrender tactic quick. Like, bro, y'all got me. What else y'all got the earrings, bro. Y'all got everything y'all want. Y'all got me, bro. On the dead homie, like, I tell an older nigga, he down on the appeal. He like, you gotta hit him in the neck. Like, ooh, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like,
wait.
Yeah. Older nigga, he down on the appeal. He like,
you hear this?
I nigga like, you gotta hit him in the neck.
Hear what he saying?
You're saying that about him to you? Like,
no, the older nigga, he right there while it's happening. He like, you gotta hit him in the neck. Like,
yo, like telling them to stab you in the neck.
Yes, nigga, like, you gotta hit him in the neck. Like,
so he come down for
the
because I can see, listen, he said he came down from appeal. So that means he came down from the penitentiary.
Right.
So you'll have a nigga that been in the penitentiary 20, 30 years, 25 years, right? He's totally out of touch with reality. All he knows is do it one way.
Right.
Now, he don't understand these youngsters in here is clout chasing.
Right.
Exactly.
In his mind, when you go there to the extent they going, you go there to kill, hurt badly. So it's funny because you got an old dude in the mix of a circus and he don't even know it.
You know what the
He's
fuck
telling
going
them,
on.
what y'all doing? Hit him in the neck.
You gotta hit him in the neck. He telling them like that. I tell nigga,
you lucky he didn't take the motherfucking...
On everything. Nigga, when he said that, I'm like, nigga, I told him, OG, look, bro, I took my earrings, bro, y'all niggas whoop my ass, bro, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Y'all got everything y'all got, bro, anything y'all get is my life. What y'all gonna do with that? You feel me? Like, y'all got me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know how to accept defeat, bro. Y'all got me, bro. What else y'all want, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all got me, bro. The boy want the viral moment.
What did the old dude say? What'd he say?
That nigga like, what y'all gonna do? nigga 4.0, the nigga 4.0, like shit, fucking wool. You know what I'm saying? We gonna end it. So that's how I end though. The nigga put his hand outside the bars like this, and he do this. When he do this, the bars pop. That's how
we know it's sheriff negligence. And the law officer Sing will definitely be addressing that. We gotta holler at the LA Sheriff Department.
You think that that's going to be visible on the cameras?
No, I think. Let me tell you what they showed their hand. When they pulled Shooter out and asked him about the tape, they played it for you, right?
Yep.
And at that point, we decided to play our hand and put a call in. Had the right people call in and say, "Hey, we got a high profile guy in there. Is footage floating around of audio, and you guys have questioned him about it. And so what you guys are gonna do? So next time something happens and he don't make it out of there, you guys gonna acknowledge the fact, because it's on record that you questioned him about it."
Mm-hmm.
Right? They ain't saying too much. Now, we know Shooter ain't in there fighting no case. He got 45, 60 days max. We know what they gonna do. Either we took a risk, they gonna put him in a trick bag to get him really fucked up, or they gonna say, "Dude ain't worth this shit, get him up out of here." They kicked him out, what was the next day?
Kicked the nigga out the next day.
That's crazy.
Kicked him out the next day.
Kicked me out the next day.
It's wild, man.
You get what I'm saying? So, it could have been, now, like 4 extras. If a dude like 4 extras would have been there, he'd have made him fight.
Yeah, I would have had us with all them niggas, for sure.
He might would have ran him 4 or 5 times, but he was gonna fight.
I'm cool with that. Give me 4 or 5 head up. It's regular.
Now,
give me a break in between. You know what I'm saying? I'm straight.
But okay, did they explain to you immediately that, because like, okay, you're from gangsters, their neighborhoods, that's a reason enough why you might have some phase, but did they make it perfectly clear to you, like, nah, this is about T Grizzly?
Yeah, that's what
like when did that get said? Did that get said at all?
T Grizzly happened after me. Like the shit they put on the internet, it's what they did to catch the attention. Like, they ain't say nothing about Grizz to me at all. I'm gonna tell y'all, I say something for y'all, right? Okay, I say something for y'all. Nobody know this, but my hood, right? I'm gonna show you something. So, remember the J Money situation?
Yeah.
So J Money
at one point like said that shit was cap and you never robbed him.
Who said that?
J Money said that to me. He's like, I got to do an interview because motherfuckers is lying, saying that they robbed me, blah blah blah, and then he didn't show up to the interview.
Oh, I was in jail for it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm talking to him.
This is a little while ago.
I don't know.
Talk to him a couple times.
I don't know, but all right. I was in there for that, right? So, in the midst of that situation, an individual gave the police his phone, right? Knowing certain shit in there, that the individual gave the police his phone and said certain shit he wasn't supposed to say, right? So
wait, slow down, break, slow down.
Come on.
I don't think Adam caught what you said.
Yeah.
You saying while this situation is going on, an individual in there had a cell phone.
No, in our case, right?
You talking about before you got out the J Money case?
J Money case. An individual, right, gave the police his phone while they investigating. Gave the police, they wouldn't got him first. Gave the police his phone, right? How they was able to ping all the rest of our phones. Gave the police his phone, and then through that, they got the rest of us, right? Mm-hmm. He gave the police his phone and he corroborated, right? So my cousin, he been full track gangsters. That's opposite my set, right? But that's my cousin. So fucking around, my cousin ended up getting the paperwork and taking it to his hood, right? So when he get to jail, niggas press him about it. He say, "Oh, that wasn't me. That's the nigga Shooter from Avalon. He gave the police his phone, and he the one to corroborate with the people, right? He put all that shit and flipped it on me. That's where the stabbing come in, and I'm gonna show you right now. Watch this. Watch this. I'm gonna let Unc read it.
Oh, you saying so? They asked you about that when you was in there.
They asked me about it. They said, I'm like, I'm like, that nigga, I'm like, everything that nigga said, he the one did that. That nigga gave the police his shit and everything. But he from their card, so they believe him, right?
So they never mentioned T Grizzly.
Nothing. They didn't say nothing with. They never said this from Grizz. Nothing, bro. They said what happened with the situation where because they packing that nigga. They already hit it a couple times, but when they start going in more, right? They say, hey, cuz, ain't you on to work with the homie? I'm like, what you talking about? They say the situation where you had to police your phone and cry. I'm like, the nigga you talking about, that's the nigga who did that. They're homies, right? They're like,
well, why would they care? He from Sh53ter gangster.
My cousin, he from Sh53ter. That's the nigga that gave the paperwork over to them niggas, right? He took the paperwork to that nigga hood and gave it over to them. But these in jail, so they don't know about it. So when the nigga hit jail, cause they remanded him, cause he came to court late, he came in jail, and they asked him, "Hey, what's up with that shit?" Cause Touche said you know what I'm saying, you gave the police the shit, corroborated and all that shit. He put the shit off on me. So they not knowing the shit, they ain't saying nothing. They just believing what he's saying. And again, they go for it. So I hit my cousin on when I got out. Like, I'm gonna let you read it. I'm gonna let you read it out here so you can see why.
And what was this? Aunt Hefe was saying that he was saying something about you kept playing sleep when they was running your homies in Wayside. Did you hear that?
No.
Yeah, where he was getting all this from?
I don't know what the he talking about, to be honest with you. I think Aunt Hefe make shit up as he go, bro. To be honest with you, bro.
I've heard that one before.
I think he really do. I think he makes shit up as he go, bro.
Well, we know he make words up.
Like what the fuck is you talking about, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's an alter ego thing.
So you telling me, so when you get to Wayside, what they saying, Supermax, Max, where you go, Medium North?
No, I go to Supermax, 700 floor.
Okay, and nobody up there had nothing to say.
Hell no.
Yo, that shit was everywhere, bro.
Oh yeah.
That clip was everywhere. Nobody had nothing to say.
And wait, I said shit to say. Shooter rule, it's regular.
None of the gangster card had no issue saying you had to run some fades, you was in violation, nothing.
Hell no. Even when I left them, 30 minutes later, I'm with my homies. They take me right with the homies. I'm gonna take you with the gangsters in the hoovers. All right, cool. I'm right there thugging. The homies go over there and figure out the situation. All they want to know is I rolled it up or not. You feel me? If I rolled it up, it's an issue. You feel me? They're trying to figure it out.
But did they have to take you to like medical or some shit to get sewn up and shit?
Okay, they say this. Hey, you want to talk about what happened over there? I said I fell off the bunk. I fell off my rack. That's what happened.
So they didn't make any attempt at trying to figure out who had done anything to you?
Adam, they did this and opened the gate.
I know, but like that just seems indefensible that they wouldn't try to get you.
Who's going to investigate? They wouldn't do some
kind of investigation.
The people that knew what was going on. What kind of investigation?
I know, but I'm just saying that's pretty damning, right? Like if they weren't at least pretending to.
Yeah.
Well, no. But see, listen. The more documentation, the more risk they take.
Right.
If he's saying he fell off a bunk,
they're just gonna be like, oh, he fell off a bunk.
It all started when they do to other people. What did they sell?
But a stab wound is the kind of thing that nobody would ever get from falling off a bunk.
What is a puncture? But I don't know. Did they do a cavity check on you?
Nah, they ain't go all under my shirt. They just see my lip, my face was way fuller than this was right now.
Okay.
Yeah. So
cavity
it's like
check. Then it's
they're like, what happened? I'm like, I fell off my bunk type shit.
They know what that means.
Yeah, they know. When I waited. The homie's like, man, you solid ass nigga, cause my shit hurt like a motherfucker. I ain't got no pain pills. And I'm gonna wait 2 days. I'm gonna wait a day and a half. Then I'm gonna go to medical. Just so they
was in there with him a day and a half. No,
before I went to medical.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I waited. I go with the homies.
Said they waved their hand to open the door.
No, I'm talking about when they already pushed me to another pod and all that.
So soon as they opened the door, they immediately pulled you out.
They pulled me out quickly.
So that lets you know they lined him up. We're gonna put him in here.
Yeah.
Get his business. Let him get his issue. Then we gonna take me to where he's supposed to be.
Exactly. So when they take me right there, I tell the homies like I'm gonna wait like a day and a half to go to medical, so they don't try to put two and two together and all this shit. You feel me? Because they don't know about what's going on under my shirt. You feel me? I just do like, and then I go to medical. They like, what happened? I fell off the bunk. Like, man, we done heard that plenty of times. What happened? Like, see you hearing it again. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you gotta like when shit like that happen. If you roll it up or anything like that, you gotta let them know why, or not they gonna put your ass back in there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just letting nigga know I ain't say shit and I ain't roll nothing up, nigga. They tell me take him where his homies at. Then homie, where you from? I'm a gangster. Whoa, all right, who was in the gangsters over here? Right across the street. They take me right there.
When did OSJ come see? That's who came and saw you?
Yeah.
So where did they come see you?
When
At
I was
the
in
county
Wayside. When I was in Wayside. I was in Wayside for probably only like 6 hours. They came and see me over with medical, get my shit treated.
And what did they say? What was they approach?
The approach was like, what happened to you over there in CJ? What you mean? They're like, in CJ, what happened? We knew the situation. I'm like, shit, I don't know nothing about nothing. What you talking about? I'm telling them I fell off my bunk. They nah, man, we got the audio, like, we know what's going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? They know what's going on, bro.
Yeah.
This is audio, bro.
There might have been a time back in the day in which like there was the internet and shit was kind of coming out, but they're not paying attention to it. Those days are long over. They're
they
fully clued in.
Now let me ask you a question.
Because it's like big news. It's on all these Instagram accounts. Even if they don't go looking for it, the people who work at the jail are gonna see it.
I've had Barstow, California.
Mm-hmm.
I pull into the 76 gas station across from the Popeye. You know the pit stop.
Yeah.
Squad car pull up. I said, oh shit. They see me walk in. They park right dead center. Put the lights on. So I wait for a minute. I call R&B. I say, look, the police outside. I don't know what's going on, but it don't look right. I come out, they jump out. They said, we just got through listening to you and Adam on the YouTube. Can we have a picture? So what I'm saying is, these people are listening.
Hell yeah.
Right? They're listening. And what Ed Hefe need to understand is OSJ or the people in that county jail heard that recording, which was where? On the internet, Instagram, YouTube. You think the same people ain't hearing what he's saying and delivering that to the goddamn DA as his character and saying he's a part of this, that, involved, this, that, and the other? This dude is crazy as hell.
Yeah, I was thinking.
I gave him warning. After I gave him warning, look, they pulled Shooter out and questioned him about it. He ran more content. This all your fault, bro.
I put him in position. I put him on social media.
Suicide bombers.
He already had a channel before I put him on the pod.
Yeah, but his channel, it was over there.
A little bit more.
It was, you gave
the
it.
Wi-Fi had them fucking popping up my service bad.
Oh shit.
So have you been to the neighborhood?
To the neighborhood?
To your neighborhood?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back right now when I leave.
Because they seem to think that you ain't good over there.
Oh, me, I ain't good in my hood?
That's what they seem to think.
Who think that?
600.
600 crazy as much. 600 ain't good in my hood. I'm the one that called him and made sure he was good, and I pressed the homies about him. Like, what he talking about?
Yeah, 600 been going. He been going at you big. He said you was a buster. You did buster shit. We had an argument on Clubhouse. I said 600. People don't know what they're doing in that type of situation, man.
That's what I'm saying. You got to just get out of that situation.
You gotta just, you know what I'm saying? You gotta make it out.
You got to give a little.
You gotta surrender tech, because if I'm, as long
they
as I
want
make
you
it
to
out.
act like a bitch so that they can feel like they really did.
They got
something.
it.
So you got to give them at least a little bit of like, I bow down. No.
And I ain't even gonna lie, because I'm a real nigga. Besides, if it's me, my homies, anything, right? At the time, that's the emotion I was in the fearful. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get out this situation.
You thought they was going to unalive you? Probably when you heard the old dude say.
Yeah, nigga, they already hit me, nigga. What did I think, nigga?
This shit ain't funny. But I can hear an old crazy geezer who been down to close to 30. You gotta hit him in the neck, youngster. Hit him in the neck.
That'd be you if you were part of this.
Nah, let me tell you why it wouldn't be me. I'm coming back down on the pill. I'd have been in jail forever. I don't need one of these little motherfuckers. Or you don't know when it's an undercover in the cell with you. They do that too.
That's what I was thinking.
On B. Bray's case, you see they slid undercover in there with his crime. And dude told him some information. They used that against him. Let's say they hit him in the neck.
Right.
I don't need them saying, well, he told him to hit him in the neck.
Yeah.
Now I'm down there on the pill. I'm going back up with another life sentence.
Oh.
I'm not saying nothing.
Right.
But then you did kind of give a mixed situation, because you said on the recording when we was talking, the old dudes really wasn't with it. Are you saying they didn't get involved physically?
Oh no, I'm talking about the older dudes that's from 9 and shit. My nigga Space Ghost and them niggas wasn't with that shit. They like man, what the fuck y'all got going on? Like, man, like once they heard all the commotion and shit, it was already damn near like dinner over by that time, but they like, what the fuck going on? Like, he like, nigga, we ain't, hell no, like, ain't nothing going down like that. Like, niggas ain't supposed to get out like that, bro. Like, and then they start going at it and shit, you know what I'm saying? At that point, I'm like, shit, I can see me where my niggas at.
I will tell you this, when you in prison and jail, wherever you be, if the wrong dudes is in place, it's gonna be a bad situation. The right dudes are in place. I done been in situations where, you know, Keyways then came in and I know them and I didn't let it happen. I done been in situations where I done walked into some shit and they didn't let it happen. So, you know, I don't care who you are, how tough you think you is. When your ass out there, it's 10, 15 to 1, 20 to 1, right? You only gonna be tough for so long. You could squabble, you could do it all till you do it. Eventually you gonna succumb to whatever it is they want you to succumb to. And he lucky he was really dealing with some dudes that really wasn't savages and really was just clout chasing. Cause I've seen people get raped, tied up, stuffed up under the bunk. You know what I'm saying? All type of stuff. So
yeah, the niggas was just clout chasing because nigga, I didn't see nigga. That's why it just ended up happening to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't heard about it happen, seen it happen. It happens, bro. It happens. You know what I'm saying? It goes on. You know what I'm saying? Like it
so
happens.
we can honestly say, them dudes hollering T Grizzly name had nothing to do with T Grizzly in any way putting something on your head to do something to Baby Shooter.
Man, them niggas T Grizzly don't even know them niggas, man. Look, man, he don't know them niggas at all, bro. Talking like that was a catch to get the internet attention. Like them niggas ain't, man.
You think it was a catch to get their attention and to see if T Grizzly may reach out? T Grizzly be a damn fool to reach out to them dudes.
Damn
in
fool.
any way.
So, because like a lot of people are like putting it out there, like, oh, this is fucked up. A dude from Detroit is getting between Crips and LA, and look at T Grizzly. He's such a mob boss. Like,
But
you know,
see,
he's really out here putting money on
It's
people.
some real 40s that been on my phone who did not. I can show you on this phone. Did not agree with that. If you doing that because you got an issue with that neighborhood, cool. But don't say that you doing that out of respects or in regards to somebody that ain't from this jungle just because. A dude you don't know, that you moving for a dude to try to gain some favor. Because it makes it look like a rapper, a regular common rapper, T Grizzly ain't from nowhere. And you know, he run with the opposite side. Has that type of impact that y'all moving just because. That don't happen out here.
Yeah, it look crazy.
It look crazy. You moving just because. It don't look right. It takes away from the whole aura of what this thing stands for and what it's supposed to be. And I don't believe personally T Grizzly or nobody in T Grizzly camp called that in. I think that they was like hating on Shooter. Shooter running around here, he putting up, you know, people that sent him birthday wishes, and he over here and he over there and he over here and he over there. The Stunner Grill situation, all these things is going on.
He's famous. He's from an op hood. He got the earrings alone sticking out his ears seem like they probably were the, you know, motherfuckers are robbing each other over nothing in there. If you got earrings that are worth $1,000, a couple $1,000, I mean, that's enough for them to jump up.
I pay $8,500 for them bitches, but
see, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And there, it double the price, so they probably try to, anybody gonna give them a dub for it, but they could probably try to get somewhere close to it. But them niggas care about smoking that shit so much, they'll probably take a couple of that, you know what I'm saying?
Well, they're gonna have to send that out with one of the sheriffs, give it a praise, and say, look, give us this for it. Because ain't nobody in there. They like, nigga, what I'm gonna do with it?
Yeah.
They don't want to get caught with it right now because, like Attorney Jasmine said, it ain't no telling. It's no telling what they know. It's cameras in there, shit in here, y'all saying what y'all got, y'all screaming y'all name out, y'all saying certain things, right? You get caught with that, they don't need Shooter.
Right.
Them people that's on that recording, they don't need, if they really want to go press the gas, mash on the gas, and say, nah, you conspired with this. We hear the man in distress in the background. We hear you saying this in the name of this and in the name of that. And I wouldn't be surprised if they tap T Grizzly on his shoulder, which ain't cool, I don't believe he had anything to do with anything. I just believe it was a clout move. And I'm gonna be real. This is why I say the streets is a myth, Adam. The dudes will do anything to be known.
Yeah, it's crazy. But I mean, this is going to be a loose cannon situation if those dudes get caught.
That's a fact.
Because they could have done it in the darkness of the prison and not had anybody know, and instead they wanted everybody to know, and they might.
That was the whole move.
Yeah.
That was the whole move.
I got a call from Folsom at, I don't know what time it happened. At about 6:30, 5:36, I got a call from Folsom from Sh53ter.
Yeah.
How's he doing?
He said, Wack, you talked to Shooter? No. He said, man, we getting information that this happened to him and they got a tape. So
That's how you found out?
I said back that night.
Because you told me it was coming out before it came out.
I told you.
Yeah,
I said,
yeah.
bro, the tape gonna come out on Shooter. I get to the thing that night. I'm telling Jap, they say they got a whoop-de-whoop. We like, Wack, no shit. You think it? I said, I don't know. They gonna send it. I don't know. I told them to send it. I don't know what they talking about. 10 minutes later, Jap had it on his phone.
No, wait,
He
really?
said, Wack, the tape you talking about is real. I got it. Right? So, I think I'm gonna be real. I think it came to a point as a human being, you was in fear of your life.
Hell yeah. And I'm trying to get about that shit, nigga. And I ain't capping, nigga. Right? I got $1 million cash in my bank account, bro. My first time ever in my life, right? Why the fuck I want to be dying in prison?
For sure.
You know what I'm
just
saying?
did 2 years in the county,
In the county fighting 2 licenses,
and you in here for 72 hours,
72 hours.
and your life flashing before your eyes.
For my eyes, nigga. I'm going in and out of conscious, all type of motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm like, nigga, like, come on, you got it, nigga. At the moment, I'm like, nigga, I'm trying to get up out of it right now. When I get out and hear myself, I'm like, damn, I did say some mark ass, bitch ass shit. You know what I'm saying? I should have let them.
There we go.
You feel me?
There we go.
I'm
There
a
we
real
go.
nigga.
He kept it real.
I'm a real nigga.
Yeah.
You feel me? When I look back at it, I'm like, yeah, I did say some mark ass, bitch ass shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to get about that shit in this situation.
Now, when he kept saying, you had nothing to do with nothing. Tell him you had nothing to do with nothing. Was he keying in on the T Grizzly shit?
Nah, look, read
What was
right
he-
here. Read that, look.
What was he talking about?
That's what it is right there, look.
Where the purple?
Yeah. Go read that right there. And that conversation right there is the whole what we was talking about right there. That because they trying to make it seem T Grizzly. Nothing to do with T Grizzly. You feel me? That right there is what's going on.
Cool. You want me to read it? You want me to do dramatic Adam 22 style reading of these?
Yeah.
things?
Yeah, because it's real gang shit being said.
It's
And
dense.
when you say it,
Yeah.
it's not a problem.
Yeah.
Because if
Go
I
ahead.
say food them days,
Read that shit. Or I said gang war.
So this is you talking to who?
That's my cousin.
Okay.
That was on the case with us.
your cousin, it was the purple or the white?
I'm the purple.
You the purple.
So
He
you
the white.
said on the dead homies, get it from me.
Let me see. Let me
I'm
see.
gonna put cut out. Okay.
We started at
Top.
top right here. Yesterday. Go back. All right. Yesterday at purple. Purple, the top from purple.
Oh shit, it might have moved.
What's that
again.
gang?
It says
Where it go to
gang.
gang? Yeah, it moved.
Did it
I
move
seen
back
it
again?
slide.
You slide again.
Yeah, it moved like when you gave it to me, but
Go to yeah, it slid.
Oh yeah, straight all the way to the top.
okay. You said, gang, you ain't got that statement of two boy. They packed me out because cuz said I gave the police my phone instead of him. He tried to turn the tables on me, on the dead homies. Your cousin said, never. Yeah, I got you. I'm gonna get it for you. You said on the dead homies. Yeah, get it for me. I'm gonna put cuz out there. Your cousin said, yeah, he's super bunked for that. I got you. It's good. You said, I bet. On the dead homies, he was talking crazy on both our names. N-word, neighborhood
And the-
dudes believed.
And the Nats believe it.
Right.
Yeah.
He said, time for exposure. You said, dead homies, we finna have this N-word go viral.
So the dude told him you did what he did.
Exactly.
But I still don't think that was the reason. I just think it was clout chasing. Adam, I'm gonna be real. I think
it was
straight clout chasing.
It was
bro.
clout chasing from the top, but that's why they tried to explain to my nigga from 9-0 and the older nigga from 100 why they bust on me. You feel me? That's why they tried to explain. That's why they stabbed a nigga up. Like, oh, homie said this paper. You know what I'm saying? And that's a legitimate reason if that's the case. But it's like,
But
all right.
had the paperwork.
Hell no, because it's impossible. Because nigga, he the one did it. So right, these niggas facing a lot of time. Right, I take care of a lot of my niggas on the level 4. Right, boom. So when they get there, or you stabbed a real crip in the county jail over some shit you ain't have 100% proof on, a straight lie, they out of there.
But this is why everything Aunt Hefe saying, or why I didn't or we not, it ain't valid.
Ain't valid. That nigga just capping, bro. And at first I'm thinking like, oh, that's the homie, cuz. Maybe they just telling the homie some shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? He going off of it.
No, he went in on your ass.
And then I'm hearing this shit. I'm like, this nigga just coming up with shit as he go. I'm like, this nigga crazy, man. This nigga just coming up with shit as he go.
Like a good YouTuber.
What? So you told him that shit.
No, but I'm just saying, like, you know, you look at Flacco, you look at Ross or whatever, like, what's more important, getting the facts right or making an entertaining video with a good title that's
Making
gonna
the
get some
hit,
views?
yeah. That's gonna have them niggas clicking on that
He
shit.
killed a motherfucker at the taco truck.
Nah, yeah.
Next day, my bad, it wasn't a taco truck.
Yeah, hey, nah, that's what I told the
He
homies. I
got
said,
200,000 views already.
Yo, okay, so we got people in the chat are like, you don't have cuts on your face, you don't have cuts on your hand, and you seem to be moving your arm a little bit within the cast. They basically are saying,
He got a sling on.
but they're
sling, I got a
yeah,
sling.
the sling, but they're acting like you made the whole thing up. My question is, who the f would make that up, especially as a gang member out in LA? Why would you lie about all that?
You trying to justify hollering and screaming because you was in this pain, but they said nothing. That's what they said.
Okay.
No, they said nothing.
They're saying you're trying to make it look like you got hurt worse than you actually did to justify why you were
the chat.
screaming on the
These
phone.
people probably never had a fight in their life.
they probably never. But I'm gonna tell you straight. I'm straight up. They had me, nigga, and I yelled in the cell what the I said, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? They got me, nigga.
And this was almost a week ago, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, did you look worse
I
at first?
had cut this shit in here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I see a cut.
that shit went down. Like, that shit goes away.
Yeah, a lot of like
Cuts
small
right here.
wounds and
That
a
shit
week
went
will be
away.
gone,
Like,
kinda, yeah.
you know what I'm saying? That shit went away.
So, do you kind of like? Because I know what happens when I'm in a situation like that. I tend to remember certain people.
Oh man.
Oh, okay, so you remember certain people.
I got my top. You know, I got my top few.
Yeah.
They was bad at me because they like, Wack, you justify. I said, I'm not justifying nothing. I'm just simply telling you that man is in and out. He ain't going to be in there 5 years, 1 year, 10 years. And my whole thing, sometimes people don't think. If you know you in there looking at a long period of time, you know this dude is who he is and he known for certain things, you got to know what you're doing.
Better know it.
You get what I'm saying? But like Ann said, man, dudes being there bored looking to do something. He did say people be on there and on spice or whatever that is. I don't know. I don't know. These new drugs, I'm outdated.
I feel like that would be the hardest part about getting locked up would be fighting the urge to smoke spice and just wig out.
What does it do to you?
Oh man,
It's like
hallucinating.
it's like crazy weed, right? Like it's a little bit like weed, but then like
PCP
it makes you
type shit?
wild the fuck out.
Exactly like that. PCP on paper type shit.
PCP without making them cock strong.
It probably make cock strong too.
Yeah, PCP, boy, shit, you think you can catch a bullet. I done seen dudes try to catch a bullet and die. Fire the gun, I'll catch it with my teeth. I done seen them do all kind of shit. Run out there in the middle of the street, gotta go head up with a car, PCP.
They act just how they act on PCP.
Man, Wu-Tang, one of my favorite rap groups of all time, they were all off dust that whole time. So I feel like it probably
Martin
has
Lawrence was running down
powers.
into a bullet for a shermed up.
Mm.
He was off that water.
I always wanted to try it.
So, next question. What's your next move? You think your clout gone?
Hell
He gon' nah, hell no, man.
That's not how it works these days.
Nah, I ain't.
I'm just saying you think your clout gone?
Hell no.
You survive some crazy shit, they make fun of you for a week, and then it becomes like you survived that.
Okay. Did you take a worse ass whooping than Adam did in the ring?
Way
It
worse
sounds
than
like
Adam.
it was worse.
Way worse than Adam.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was 10 niggas just packing me up, I'm gonna be honest with you. It
You
was-
had 10 Jason Loves in there.
if they was just fucking me up, right? I would just bar up, put my leg by my elbows, and just let them go to work. And stay right there until they got tired. Because it's 10 of them, they can't reach me like that. When they putting me in, doing all this, kind of hard. So it's like, but hell yeah, I took worse work.
Because somebody said that the dude that identified himself, they said dude like a kid.
I mean, he probably was a kid with them niggas been in there a little while now. You know what's crazy though? It shocked me because when I was fighting that case, we back and forth, nigga. From Wayside on the 714 tank, nigga. We hollering, nigga. We talking about shit, nigga. Little shit we gonna do when we get out and all this little shit. Yeah, that nigga was cool nigga. He was a cool nigga.
So you knew him when he was, before you got out, you ran across him.
Yeah, we was going back and forth to court together for about 2 years.
Oh, shit.
It was a clout move. Cause like, oh, that nigga got out and because he told me himself, like, you got out and got on, nigga. I heard you was doing this and doing that. I heard you were whacking him. I'm like, yeah, well, I'm like, yeah, regular shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a lot about it though, cause I ain't like, to me it's regular. To them niggas is like a dream come true. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever. Like I'm already at the level, so it's like you feel me? I guess they just imagine it in their head and they like, damn, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And shit, we can come up with a little name for ourselves. This shit or someone. I'm like, sure.
You gonna put out a song about it when they get out?
So you ain't worried about it.
Nah,
Your homies ain't tripping in the neighborhood.
On me?
Yeah, they ain't tripping over there.
Hell no, I took a ass whooping and kept it gangster. I ain't telling them niggas I ain't rolling it up.
It's a whole lot of niggas took an ass whooping.
Yeah. Took a ass whooping.
Respectable. You got to do that.
Took me
I
out.
ain't never been knocked out, but I didn't seen them little stars before getting packed out. I ain't never went to sleep, but I definitely seen them little stars.
Those stars,
You know,
yeah.
we was taught that when you get to that point, you just key in on one and just
smack
beat
one.
him as much as they beating you.
Remember I just said that? I did that, nigga, and I hit nigga 2 times good, nigga, and this motherfucker, before you know it, this motherfucker wasn't going no more. This motherfucker wasn't
Oh
working.
yeah, you lost your arm. Yeah, that was bad. That's bad
I wasn't
work.
going no more. That motherfucker was over with.
That's
But-
bad work.
I know the child wonder. Like I said, when I heard myself when I got out, I said, yeah, I said some bitch ass nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? But when you in it, spare the moment, you trying to get out, you gonna say it.
Listen, man. So as far as you concerned, you did what you had to do to survive.
Most definitely.
So the chat is here, you here. They didn't heard some of this story partially from what you told me and I put it up. Right? This is the Wack Pack chat. So you already know. I think you was acting.
Acting what?
I think some of that shit was act.
What?
That was an act for you to get out. I think you was acting when you was screaming like that. I don't think it was all. I think you had a little fear in you because you was going out consciously, but I think some of it was act. I think that shit was act. I think that's some shit you didn't rehearse before.
Nah, I did put extras on. I'm saying I did.
Okay, so
get me up out this motherfucker, bro. I'm trying to
you
get up and get about this bitch.
You gotta get a chat, nigga. You gotta get a chat a demonstration. You gotta get a chat a demonstration.
How to get out of jail when
No.
you're being attacked.
No, we want to hear the demonstration. Help! Oh, let me go! Fire! 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 We want a
told them niggas, I
baby
said-
shooter demonstration.
do way
Since we
worse.
trolling, we
I'll be crying like a baby.
Hey, that nigga say me, I like, y'all trying to kill me in this motherfucker. My hands up and everything. Y'all trying to kill me in this motherfucker. They said, no, we not. Just come by the
You
phone.
might catch a nigga that just got 3 with half. Like, hell no. Nigga. Hey, y'all get off that nigga. What you talking about? Oh, hey, I'm going to be real. For the next couple nights, some of them dudes wasn't sleeping right.
Nah.
Because that shit went viral. It went crazy. They saying, damn, cuz, neighborhood, hope that nigga keep it solid. This is real shit.
Right.
And then they get mad at Jefe because he constantly pumping and screaming out details and names. Yo guy, he all the way up under your armpit.
I haven't really talked to him besides on the pod over the phone.
I mean, he told on himself the first. You got him. You asked the question, the magical question.
Look, I just put these guys on the pod. I don't know how they're going to handle the hardships that later come their way.
You say you just asked a question and it's on them to answer it?
Oh, when I asked him about the DP thing, I didn't think he was going to say all that. Like, I just felt like that was like so much more than I asked for when I was like, I was just giving them an opportunity to say like, hell no, I want no DP. These motherfuckers are crazy. I thought he was gonna say something like
now,
that.
Listen. I hate to say it, and I'm really tripping. Like, Ant really handling this well. He handling this shit like there's no big deal.
Yeah,
man.
Me, I would not be making YouTube videos. I would not be calling in talking about no topics.
He got bigger shit to handle, man. That's crazy shit,
bro. And he's positioning himself like he's the one.
He's the shot caller.
He talking crazy on the phone. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
So what's the word on that? Well, what are they saying about that in the community? All the shit he's saying on the phone.
Niggas ain't not feeling that, bro, because it's like, nigga, like, why are you saying all this shit on the phone, bro, right? They already position you as a certain role in a crime, and you talking on this motherfucker crazy. Like, what the f? Like, what is you know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't feeling that? I don't understand, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was just in there fighting life too for 2 years. I ain't on that motherfucker making no motherfucking content about nothing, because nigga, you is the goddamn content, nigga, at this point. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's the thing that's crazy about it, is that like it seems like almost a universal opinion that he shouldn't be talking so freely about this shit. But then meanwhile, Ant, as much as I fuck with the guy, he's so hard-headed that like everybody saying that he's saying too much is not gonna like lead him to be like, oh my bad, I fucked up.
You know, it's crazy though. Ant, bro, I swear to God, Ant used to be a real stand-up. Before this podcasting content shit, I don't know if you got to him at him or what. He was a real stand-up nigga, bro. He was a quiet nigga and everything. He don't talk much, bro. You know what I'm saying? He straight by the code. Now he coming over shit as he go and talking too much about some shit and talking some shit he don't even know about. It was like, damn, Ant, a nigga don't even want to disrespect you, bro. I know your family, bro, grew up with your brother, nigga, since juvenile hall. Nigga, we went to middle school and elementary together, and your brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to disrespect you on here, cuz, but you steady going at this shit, bro. Like, come on, cuz, you making up as you go? Like, come on, bro.
That's crazy.
And making the story up like he was there, look, like come on, fool. Shit crazy.
Damn. Yeah, man. Hey, I don't know, but that shit insane. Hey, I got a side question. When I interviewed 4Extra yesterday, he said, you keep bringing up fake 4Extras on here. Who do you think he's talking about? Because I kept saying, you talking about J Hood? You talking about J Hood? And he wouldn't say that he was talking about J Hood, but I've been thinking about that. Like, who do you think he was referring to?
I mean, listen, not to be started.
Obviously,
since we
Face is kind of the other option, right?
But we already know that he's a dude. I've been saying
but
that.
Bringing up my cousin is like...
No, but he's trying to be that. Like he's trying to follow 4Xers in his trail and he can't. He's just not him. He's just not him.
He's pushing peace.
Huh? He ain't pushing peace. That nigga don't know what the
he ain't pushing war like 4Extra do.
He got to be pushing war because the shit that's how his channel got blew up. You over here in the dude neighborhood talking about you over here looking for him for a fake. That ain't peace. That's war.
Well, that's just an ice cream cone.
No, that's you saying things to where, listen, and once upon a time, it was a time where I saw Sporty Face, I sat down and I did a podcast with him. I didn't know him.
I remember.
Now, right, he's moving around very uncomfortable because he don't know what's to come, right? That's not peace. You didn't went from being in a peaceful state to being paranoid right now. So I don't think he was talking about J Hood because he know who J Hood is.
But like when he says a fake 4Extra, you talking about somebody who was real turned up, was in prison, and was beating motherfuckers up. That's J Hood.
Listen, J Hood is J Hood as 4Extras is 4Extras. There is nobody that can say J Hood is trying to act like them because J Hood's reputation is solidified from the very things he did. And know that. Right. J Hood, but, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no pretending to be what 4Extras did. 4Extras did. What J Hood did, J Hood did. If we got to isolate that, he's talking about Sporty Face.
Maybe, but I don't know. He seems like he's still got a lot of love for Sporty Face, so I felt like he wasn't talking about him because J Hood has talked about 4Extra and kind of tossed doubt about the way that 4Extra has told certain stories.
Like what stories?
I can't even remember exactly, but there's definitely...
But the baby, you know, if J Hood and B Bray's kind of close, maybe he spoke on that.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
he might have spoke on that.
I think J Hood said that fight didn't go the way that they said or whatever. Look, J Hood 4Extra Cam Capone. I'm pretty sure there's J Hood on the wild 4Extra versus B Braze fight. 4Extra's mouth and nose were busted, and Braze couldn't breathe. So probably, he don't love that.
He just probably said it was.
Actually, that's only 2 days ago though.
Listen, you listen. As much as 4Extra fight, of course his shit gonna get busted a time or two. My shit didn't got busted, and I still want to fight.
Yeah.
Right. So at the end of the day.
But yeah, J Hood has talked a bunch about 4Extra losing to Braze, which actually doesn't sound possible. Like maybe Braze is bigger than I'm imagining he is.
I heard that story in the county though.
Really? That Braze won that fade?
Swear to God, I ain't even lying.
Damn, that's crazy. If true. 4Extra.
If true.
I'm not saying it's true, but
I ain't
if
saying,
true,
I heard the story though. Swear to God.
Damn. It's funny that there's a clip from 3 months ago. Crip Mac goes off on J Hood. You were on a PC yard. You're a nobody. Stop cloud chasing.
Yeah, but he was on a 50-50 yard for real.
I know, but that's why it's funny.
And I'm gonna be real. If Crip Mac ever ran into J Hood, he's gonna run.
You think?
I'm telling you, he gonna run. Dude is going to take off running. The character, the little garbage pail character, all that shit's out the door. He got his nemesis, J Hood, one of them, Jab 5, another one. The boy from Brim that knocked his teeth out is another one. He got his little people that he's gonna run.
Yeah.
Everything changes. When he ran into Blueface, everything changed.
I don't know about that, but
It changed.
I got to be a good gang interpreter for my BMX group chat the other day because they were all like, yo, why Crip Mac got the anti-bicycle thing on his hand? And I had to be like, well, gentlemen, let me tell you. So I felt like I was able to kind of be a bridge there, help them understand.
I mean, listen, dude, I'm gonna be real. Either they just don't take dude serious, or dude he don't hang out like that.
Who?
Crip Mac.
He'd be on his own timing.
Yeah, because the shit he got on his body, Shooter. Right? And then who he is, like how they went clout chasing with Shooter, they damn sure love to do it with him.
Right.
I don't wish nothing bad on him. I think R&B enjoys his content. She thinks he's hilarious the way he talks. She says he should go do voiceovers and shit. Think he has some history there.
Crip Mac's the best. Great American.
But I hope you don't ever cross him up with J Hood.
I would not do that unless they were both on board, which doesn't really seem likely at this moment.
J Hood ain't tripping. He a
Yeah, I think J Hood would do it. J Hood would sit down.
Yeah, he not tripping.
I wouldn't really do that unless they had already had a
But if Crip Mac come playing them games with them antics, trying to sneak this and do little shit he think he be doing, raising his voice, nephew gonna sock him out. That's a fact.
Well, I'm not gonna create that environment.
You wouldn't be able to stop it.
Well, I'm gonna just avoid it and not put them together.
J Hood ain't gonna trip, but I just believe Crip Mac could get over animated.
Okay, Paper Chaser said, Wack, what do you think about Ray J getting marked out by Sauce? Don't try to move the goalpost for him either. Ray J is from a hood with people under his name and he turned it down.
Ray J and Sauce were streaming. I talked to Sauce Walker this morning.
Yeah.
I talked to Ray J the night before.
Uh-huh.
And Sauce Walker has since put up things with him and Ray J fixing that.
Yeah, because that was a clip, but then there was a clip right after them getting over it, right?
Yeah, all Ray J shit was in Sauce Walker car at the time.
You mentioned me to Sauce?
No.
Okay. You got to get Sauce to come on here.
I believe that because I didn't know what went on. Because when I called Sauce, I said, bro, you tripped over him talking about how many diamonds you got in your mouth? Right? He like, no, Wack. He had made a statement about what rapper plays his music that much as something on the stream. And Sauce took offense to that. Right?
Right.
So I had a conversation with Sauce, and he like, Wack, he said that on the stream, so I had to address it on the stream. But then the conversation went a little further. When we get to talking about how it's supposed to go after that, Sauce agreed. We all homies. Sauce, everybody knows that once California, I don't really acknowledge gang members outside of California.
I mean, you'll respect it. If you were in Texas and you ended up doing some content with a Hoover out there, you're going to respect their politics, right?
No, I I don't engage. I don't acknowledge them. I don't get a part of their politics. I ain't saying they don't exist. I ain't saying they ain't real. We got a whole neighborhood in Nashville somewhere, right? But that's their thing, right? My shit stops once I cross California state line. But Sauce Walker is one of those dudes that we do acknowledge.
Okay.
We acknowledge Sauce Walker. You know what I mean? He got extreme love over here, and he shows us extreme love over there. So it's always a conversation that can be had, you know, when we get on the phone. And him and Ray J, they hit me this morning on the FaceTime after I spoke with both of them, and they got that right. So, you know, homies get into it sometime. Ray J is a full character on that stream.
Yeah.
He like 607. You turn that camera on, he turn into something. When the camera go off, he's back to
But
normal.
that shit was crazy to me because Sauce just immediately goes to, I'm a multi-millionaire. It's like, he's like he's clowning you for like listening to your music too much, and you go like basically making fun of you for being an egomaniac, and then your response is to be like, I'm a multi-millionaire. It's like, okay, this is the corny shit that he was laughing at you for.
No, but what it was Ray J got to remember that Sauce Walker's a real homie, and he's just not a character like believe it or not, y'all think AB be drunk playing. Every now and then, AB goes back to who he really is, and starts to address some shit.
and
you talking about a nigga that didn't touch hundreds of millions, and now he on here, he playing and clowning, but sometime he ain't as drunk as they think he is, and you slide some shit, and he be like, nigga, you want what you know? He be serious. Sauce is not a streaming character. He's just streaming. And that's where Ray J, right, kind of forgot, because when he's in streaming mode, he running content. When I go down there with him to his little spot, I know he's in streaming mode, so he may say or do some things, but I know him and Sauce know each other, is love, but Sauce like, nigga, you a homie like I'm a homie. Certain things we ain't supposed to do
when you
in
on
front
stream,
of nobody.
When you on stream, you massively incentivized to beef and then get over it, because you're doing content together. It's awkward if this beef is just going to linger or whatever, but if me and you are doing a live stream and we get into a big argument, boom, that's a clip.
But I know
everybody knows that, you know. Now,
Sauce he's streaming.
Yeah.
He's not a streaming character as of yet.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like Shooter come in here, right? And I know certain things I know not to do with him, because I can sit here with you or somebody Lush, right? Because we in character with this podcast shit.
Right.
Everybody ain't that, and I think Ray J kind of like wasn't focused on Sauce is just streaming. This nigga's not in character as a streamer.
And with AB, when I was interviewing him, he started saying some shit about how he felt like he was one of the only dudes that was staying in Atlanta that could go with Lucci and with Thug, and both sides didn't give a and didn't mention it or let that be the case. And I was like, yeah, but you know, a lot of the street dudes and the rappers, they'll give a certain level of grace to a star athlete. And he's basically like, nah, I'm really like that. He didn't want me putting him in the celebrity athlete category.
A lot going on. I mean, because AB, that's my guy. And I've been on AB trying to help him. And I'm glad he didn't made a move to get his money back right, but I was on him, like trying to get him to rehab and all. He'll tell you that. Me, him, and his brother and his manager on a text blast to this day. And we, you know, periodically get on the FaceTime with each other. But AB, he got a lot of shit going on, bro. You know, AB in that damn Rico.
Which Rico?
Big U Rico.
For doing what? I didn't know that.
Yeah, AB is dead. The dice game with what's the nigga with the beard? The ball player nigga from Compton.
Oh, you talking about the nigga James Harden?
James Harden.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, AB is dead center in the middle of that shit.
Okay, so Adrian Broner is not indicted in the Rolling 60s RICO case. He is, however, named in the federal indictment as a co-conspirator / victim regarding allegations that he scammed NBA players out of millions of dollars using rigged dice in 2019. Federal prosecutors named the former boxing champion, referred to in court documents as AB, in a racketeering case led by the Los Angeles music executive Big U, who is identified as the leader of the LA Rolling 60s Crip. The document details the following allegations surrounding that event, which was rigged games in which Broner allegedly used teased or rigged dice to cheat 2 high-profile NBA players out of $6.5 million during a high-stakes dice game in 2019. Because Broner was not checked in with the gang leadership, the operation led by Big U allegedly intervened to help the NBA players recover their money, effectively shaking down and threatening Broner. And then celebrity extortion. The overreaching RICO indictment alleges that the Rolling 60 Crips ran a celebrity protection racket and subjected famous figures to robberies and extortion. So while he has not been arrested or criminally charged in the racketeering case, the investigation exposed his involvement in the high-stakes, rigged gambling circuits involving the gang's members. I wish I had asked them about that in the interview.
They're gonna ask him, did Big U come and pressure you for those guys' money back?
Right.
This is what they coming at him about.
Well, but okay, you want to know some other shit? Dean the Great, when he came here, was with a bunch of 6-0s, and there was a clip that came out the other day in which Dean thought that the cameraman had muted the camera, right? Dean's drunk, and Dean basically starts telling a girl that some dudes that he was hanging out with in LA robbed his crib when he wasn't there.
Yeah.
And so basically, like when I seen the clip, it was titled Dean accidentally exposes that a Rolling 60 member robbed his crib. So you look at that and you're like, oh, well, that kind of makes sense why Dean and Adrian would have been brought together to do content. I
don't think that played a part in it.
Yeah, I mean, I think the boxing thing obviously is the bigger part of it, but you know what I mean? It still might have been part of why they ended up being a tag team.
And then another thing in the headlines, and I told everybody, I told everybody, I warned everybody. I said over a month something ago, the feds have the tape and they have the contract.
Of what?
I said that? Sh53ter.
Oh.
I said the feds have the tape, the video that Big 30 took when this dumbass attorney was saying, there's no tape. It wasn't a contract. It was rap lyrics. I said, hey, look, bro, I'm telling you what I know. The feds got the tape.
Yeah.
The feds also had a contract. Now watch this. So now you got Big 30 and his dad in there, right?
Uh-huh.
No bail. No bail. So now the feds have the contract, who was in there getting the contract in form of a manager, and the feds have the footage out of Big 30 phone recording the chops, handing the backpack to him, all this shit, right?
We need better criminals.
No,
you can't be filming yourselves doing this shit.
Let's get to it. So prior to, you ain't got no bail. So now the feds expose we got the tape, you get a bail. What you think happens when they find this tape that's the phone that's registered to you? The feds is gonna go talk to who? Big 30.
Right.
He has no bail.
Well, no, Big 30 is out.
You missing the point.
Sh53ter
he had no bail. Now they discover the tape on his phone. The first thing they're gonna do is go talk to who? Him, Big 30. Okay. After this discovery, which puts you in a worse situation, it put you in a situation to where, oh shit, you really part of this thing. Now you got a bail.
So you think Big 30 is cooperating?
Man, listen, his daddy's the one that had the contract.
Sh53ter and him are like mega
Big 30
childhood
ain't never
friends.
did a day in jail.
Before all this?
Before all this. Now listen to me. Prior to, he had no bail. I told the world they got the contract and the tape out of Big 30 phone. Everybody say Wack don't know what he talking about. Sh53ter, the attorney, said what? They don't have any of these things. That was rap lyrics. You don't recall that?
No.
They don't have no tape. They don't have none of this. It's just what Gucci Mane is saying, right? So now the tape pops up and then he gets a bail. See, when the tape pop up, the feds is gonna say, this is your phone. It's registered to you. This is you recording this. Do you recall what's going on in here? Why did you record it? Did somebody tell you to record it? Who is this? Can you point out, identify the people that's in your phone on this video? They're gonna ask you all this. The question is, Big 30, why you didn't tell us they had the tape?
You ain't gonna break up Chopper Gang, man.
We don't listen. The paperwork gonna show it.
It's Chopper Gang.
Then
for
you
life.
heard him say, Pooh Shicey's dangerous. He shot 2 people while he was out. See,
No, but that was back. They're saying he shot people like before this case, like
Listen.
2020.
was he arrested for that?
For the other case type shit?
Yeah,
Was he arrested
it's
for that?
not like new shootings.
Was he arrested for that?
Yeah,
He was arrested for shooting 2 people.
shooting the security guard in the nightclub and then shooting the guy when they
What
were
security
doing.
guard in nightclub?
You don't remember this?
That went away.
I mean, but they still got evidence
can't-
that it happened.
You can't say he shot
But
anybody.
that's the shooting that they're
There's
talking
no
about.
evidence that happened because I know for a fact the footage went away.
I don't think they have new.
They don't have none of that. So my question to you is, Big 30, did they come talk to you about the tape that was in your phone?
Big 30 would never tell. He's a solid individual.
How do you know? From rap
I
songs?
sat down and interviewed him for like an hour and a half. And therefore, I know exactly what kind of person he is. Chopper Gang. Chopper Gang.
Hey, listen.
One of the finest
How about
gangs.
his dad? Is his dad solid?
His dad a rat.
Straight rap.
Yeah. We seen the paperwork on him.
Where you see that paperwork at?
It was on the internet.
No shit?
Yeah.
That's a Wack 100 exclusive. They don't like to give me my shit. They don't like to give me.
That's a Wack 100
They don't like to give me mine.
Shout out Baby Shooter. Shout out Wack 100. Everybody who watches, smack the like button on it.
And everybody go ask Big 30 why he didn't tell us they had the tape.
Let's go. Appreciate y'all. Much love. Gang.
Tune in to Nothing But Content on all platforms. 607 Unc. Dr. Unc got 2 episodes up. Fresh Out of Love got about 8 episodes up. We go check out them
Yo.
crazy white boys from Welcome to the Creek. We out.
Let's go.